Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jada the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on the channel stands for adult collectors and not children. And welcome to episode 43 of Coffee and Toys, guys. Yes, we have a toy haul this week. It is once again Coffee and Toys. But as always, we will go over this week's Coffee and Toys live, this week's toy haul, this week's toy news, and so much more. But first, if you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. If that's your sort of thing, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button? And while you're at it, why don't you go ahead and hit that bell notification icon so you stay notified when I do upload new content. If you do enjoy this video or any other videos that I put out, please remember to give them a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. With all of that being said, guys, once again, welcome to episode 43 of Coffee and Toys. And as you guys can see, yes, we have a toy haul this week. Super excited to talk about all of this stuff. Just really excited to talk about all of it. But before we get into that, as always, let's start off with Coffee and Toys Live. So this week, unfortunately, Instagram was being difficult. And when I went to go live, every time I hit that button to go live, it was just telling me it could not go live, which was odd because I knew you could go live because there's people that I was following that were going live, and it just seems like it was my account because I even restarted my phone, I deleted the app and reinstalled it, and still it did not want to go live. So thankfully, this week's guest is somebody that does live streams. Unfortunately, they don't do live streams on Instagram, but they do them on YouTube. And thankfully, this week's guest was gracious enough to let me come on and essentially take over his live stream on YouTube and host this week's, I can't really call it episode of Coffee and Toys because it's not on Instagram, and it was kind of just like an odd situation, although, and I didn't really do an intro or an outro or anything, so I guess I would be considered an episode of Coffee and Toys, but I guess I'm going to just leave it as a Coffee and Toys subsection A type of scenario. So thank you to my guest this week, Rocco the Great, for graciously allowing me to take over his live stream on his YouTube and, essentially have my show on his platform since Instagram was being difficult. So yeah, guys, it was a great conversation with him. It's always a great conversation with him, especially this week because he dropped his new Goose Faba Wave 4. If you don't know who Goose Faba is, it is Rocco the Great's own art creation character. So he was a graffiti artist and he created this character and then he transformed it into a 3D tangible figure, which he now sells and is now on wave 4. And as the filming of this video, he is selling it today on Friday, because I do film these on Friday in the evening, or I film these in the day, but he'll be selling it in the evening. However, this does go up on Sunday and his stuff tends to sell out literally within minutes, guys. So I'm sure this drop will be no different, and I'll probably while I'm editing, I'll put in, the timestamp of how long this wave lasted, So yeah, great talk to him. And even if you missed out on this drop, just go ahead and check out the interview because he goes into all the great details, lore, backstories, future of his creation, because he didn't only create a single figure, guys. He created an entire world. And in this day and age where nothing is original, everything is a reboot, a rehash, that originality is such a breath of fresh air. It's just like, finally, something original, something new. And, that's what draws me also to Mezco's Rumble Society, because it's something new, it's something different, yet something familiar. Obviously, like Doc Nocturnal, the Pink Skulls, they're skeletons, but they're dressed up in different outfits and in different ways, and then they give them personalities in those claymation stop motion videos that they use to promote their figures. So yeah, definitely check out Goosefaba. Even if you missed out on this drop, stay tuned and subscribe to him on YouTube and follow him on Instagram at Rocco the Great and Stay Great to stay up to date when he will be releasing another wave of his Goosefaba. And he does actually already have a second figure out, which is Fat Cap Joe, which is essentially, he describes him as, well, I guess it sounds more like an anti-hero and a friend when it benefits both parties and an enemy when it doesn't. But, you know, he goes into a better explanation. He can explain it way better than me since it is his own creation. So stay tuned to the end of this episode to see that interview. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and talk some future guests. So this week, once again, thank you so much to Rocco the Great for coming on. Had a great conversation with him, great talk. But future guests, next week we will be speaking to Canadian collector Mandy Lynn. So that will be a great conversation. Another female toy collector coming on the show, giving us a unique perspective from the female collector's mind. So after her, we will be speaking to the one, the only Sergeant Bananas. This guy's toy photography, if you don't know, go and give him a follow, guys. I'm not even going to recommend it. I'm just telling you to go and give him a fucking follow because his photography is just so pristine, guys. It has this life to it that just, it's hard to explain. You just have to see his images. You know, they just have such realism and life to them. It's so good, so good. And I do believe he also works for Super 7. So if you can't tell, I am definitely super excited to talk to him. The week after that, we will be speaking with Janine. She is another female collector that collects Lego, Funkos, Black Series, as well as does a little bit of cosplay and stuff. And so that'll be a great conversation as well. Following that, I will be speaking with Toy Goddess Collect Beck, another female toy collector, you know, highlighting that aspect and that side of this community. It's such a small percentage, but it's so great that these women are willing to come onto this show and share their experiences, share what they collect, what they're into, and, you know, show us that, you know, they collect and can be just as much addicts in this plastic toy game as us men. So super excited to talk to her. And after that, I will be speaking with More Shots. He takes some amazing toy photography, mainly Halo shots and stuff, but still some great fucking work. So I am definitely looking forward to talking to him. But after that, guys, I am still in talks, as always, with certain people to be coming on. So as they confirm, I will obviously let you guys know. So with that being said, guys, that wraps up this week's Coffee and Toys Live news. Let's move on to this week's toy haul. And man, I mean, highs and lows. Talk about highs and lows, guys, because yeah, that's essentially what this is. More highs, but one really shitty low. So we have an unboxing for this week, guys. I specifically held off on opening this guy so that we would have an unboxing. So super excited for that. That'll be like the first unboxing on Coffee and Toys in what, over 2 months possibly. So yeah, super awesome, super cool. But we will get into that, you know, obviously at the end of the episode. So where do I want to start? Because man, like I said, so many highs. So why don't we start off with this big bad boy right here? Of course. I mean, didn't you guys see my shirt? So, you know, of course we're going to start with this guy. So this is the Mattel 1/10 RC, the Batman Batmobile. And no, this is not the $400 or $600 special edition one. This is just the $100 version. And the great thing about this is not only is it huge and it looks amazing, but it can actually fit a 6 to 7 inch figure in here. So you best believe when I get my Mezco the Batman figure, this guy is going to be riding in here, and I'm going to be taking some cool toy photography. And even not just that, but even just having him stand here next to the Batmobile would be phenomenal. So yeah, I had to pick this up. I was actually going to pick this up a few weeks ago. I actually mentioned it in my coffee and toys that I had purchased something that was going to be shipping in a few weeks, and it was actually this. However, when I went to purchase it, I got the unfortunate news that it was out of stock from the seller I had chosen, and it's in stock from another seller. Don't worry, like they got me. But retail, this was $100, which already it's like, okay, $100, but you know what? It's a big piece of plastic, and it's an RC, guys. So it's a literal RC. Let's see. I'm not gonna fucking turn it on, and it has lights and everything. Look, you got the headlights, you have the fucking thruster lights, but. So, for $100, it's not bad because you can have some fun with it anywhere you go. Unfortunately, I'm not the best driver with this thing, and I have already scuffed up the back ends because I was driving it around in my backyard and I drove it into the concrete steps. But it's just a little scrape on the back, so I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, this was the toy that I had said I was going to buy, or I had bought, and it was going to be a few weeks till it ships because it said it ships in 1 to 2 weeks on Amazon. However, like I said, when I went to buy it, it said no longer available from the buyer or the seller you chose, and the new seller was selling it for $169, guys. So I was just instantly like, you know what, it's a little too much for me, especially considering I had the opportunity to buy it at $100 for retail, and I just passed it up. That was on me. I was just like, you know what, I can live with myself knowing that I missed out on it, and I'm not willing to pay $169. Thankfully, by some miracle, I had this random feeling that I should check Amazon and see if this was in stock. And it was, and instantly I hit buy, and it still says ships in 1 to 2 weeks. However, it got here a lot sooner than that. So this thing is really cool. The only thing is the doors do not open, so the only way to get your figures in here is to physically fit them through this window hole because there's no glass. However, I am looking to try to use my Mezco one, so I'm definitely not going to be doing that. Since that would just completely annihilate the cloth soft goods, after just time after time of just scraping them in and out, because you have these lips. They're not sharp or anything, but they are a little rigid, so I can totally see the cape and the suit just getting torn to shreds. So if you do happen to want to fit a figure in here, what you're gonna have to do is flip it on its side and undo, I think it's like 13 screws under here, and that would essentially release the main body frame of the car, and then you can put your Batman figure, and then you put this back on, and then you screw it in and everything, so it's quite a bit of work, but I mean, obviously if you're gonna do it for a cool toy pick, it'll be worth it. So yeah, man, this thing is just such a beaut. I just absolutely love it. But much like my Justice League Mattel Batmobile, I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put it because it's so big. These shelves are tiny, and so essentially this would take up an entire shelf, and even more so, it would have to be a top shelf, and those are a little preoccupied at the moment. So yeah, he's probably going to have to go on my secondary shelving unit in my family room. Thankfully, my family is kind enough to allow me to store a second shelving unit in their family room or in our family room. And, I can put this on there next to the Mattel one that I got recently. So yeah, guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about these 3 toys right here. Because although they may be from 3 different properties, they are tied together. Now, the way these 3 figures are tied together, despite coming from 3 different properties, is because I picked them up on my last recent Target trip together. But it wasn't just that. I picked them all up on clearance, guys. Yes. I picked up this amazing Hammond Collection Paralophosaurus for $5.99, guys. Originally $20, $5.99. And this is my absolute favorite dinosaur. I don't know what it is about it, but growing up as a kid, this was my favorite dinosaur. So much so that when I did a report on dinosaurs in school, I did a report on this guy. And I was a little pissed that he was a herbivore, not a carnivore, but that's a conversation for another day. But he was still my favorite dinosaur, and I love that Jurassic Park pays a little bit of love to him. Even in their Jurassic Park ride, well, not the one here in Universal Studios Hollywood anymore, but at least the one in Orlando still has the Paralophosauruses that pop out of the water and shoot water at them and all that fun stuff. So hey, maybe I'll put this guy in a water display, who knows. But yeah, so when I saw this guy for $5.99, I could not pass him up. So he was an instant pickup. And as I was walking through, I of course happened to pass by the Power Rangers line, and I am personally out of the Power Rangers line now. I haven't even completed all the teams I wanted to complete, but I'm out. I'm going to be selling off my Power Rangers except for my monsters, because these guys can be utilized in so many other ways. Especially like with Mezco Doc Knock or Atticus Doom. They fight like these crazy looking monsters. Well, right here. So, I'm not going to be getting rid of the monsters, but I will be getting rid of the Rangers. And so when I saw this guy and him also being on clearance for, I believe, $15 opposed to, his normal $30, I jumped on it and I was just like, yes, I need this guy. I can totally see him going up against Doc Knock. If I had Atticus Doom, I can see that too, but I don't. But the cool thing is about this guy is that his jaw's articulated, so that's really fucking cool, Or is it? Because it's kind of not stained. Let me see. I mean, it opens, but it doesn't like stay closed. So is it articulated or is it just... Okay, I guess it's not so much articulated as it just opens, and I guess you bring his head down, I don't know. I'll have to mess with this guy a little bit more. I literally just opened him up right before I came on and filmed this. So, yeah, super cool. Like I said, $15 pickup at Target. Check your local Targets, guys. Things are starting to hit clearance. And last but not least, we have the Riddler statue from Mcfarland. Now, I had absolutely no intention of picking this guy up for $40. However, when I saw him for his clearance price, I could not believe it. Really quick before I tell you guys, just keep in mind, this is a $40 statue regularly. So retail $40, most likely like $45 with tax and everything out the door. This guy is a $20 figure. This guy is a $30 figure. So right there, you're already at $100. $7, $8, $9, or $90. Sorry guys, I'm not the best at math. Why do you think I do YouTube? So just keep that in mind. You're at $90. Without tax. So okay, no, so I'm not wrong. With tax, you'd be at 100 or over. Just keep that in mind. When I saw this guy, because this was the first one I saw, and once I saw his clearance price, I started hunting. I was like, well, if this guy's on clearance, what else is? So this guy was on clearance. Originally retails for $40 plus tax, and this guy I got for $11.99, guys. I paid $36 for all three figures with the statue, or two figures and a statue. So I literally paid a quarter of what I would have paid retail full price. I could not fucking believe it. I couldn't fucking believe this one. And he actually has two clearance stickers on, and I got curious and I was like, what was the other clearance price? And it was actually $19.99. So they dropped him to $20. Nobody wanted him, and they were like, fine, $11.99. And I said, say less. He's coming home with me. And honestly, guys, once again, like the Batmobile, no idea where this fucking guy's gonna go, but for $11.99, I'll figure it out. So yeah, guys, that is how all three of those figures are connected, despite coming from three different properties and franchises. So like I said, definitely check your local Targets for those clearances, guys. So with that being said, we talked about the highs, as you can tell by my excitement and everything, and now we have to talk about the lows. So of course the lows are going to come from Hasbro, and of course the low is going to come from a Star Wars Hasbro product. So I'm sure you're all aware this is the new packaging for Star Wars figures. Closed, no window box. You can't see what's inside. And if you remember correctly, when they announced this, I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, why the fuck would I care? I rip my shit open anyway. So let me show you why I should fucking care. Because let me show you the back. What's included right here? You get Boba Fett. You get his jetpack. You get some blast effects. You get his sidearm. You get his regular blaster. You get his helmet. And 2 Stormtrooper helmets, right? Then tell me why in the fucking world he comes in this shitty fucking tissue paper. All the accessories come in this shitty fucking tissue paper. Or no, I should say most of the fucking accessories, because Boba Fett, I will give him. They gave him all his accessories. He came with his jetpack, which the fire blasts just don't actually stay in at all whatsoever. But it goes in right there, but they hardly go in. And they give him his blaster and his sidearm, and this is what you get Boba in. Literally what you get Boba in. Let me show you how he comes. Unless you guys have already seen how he comes, because I'm sure some of you purchased this guy. So he literally comes like this, guys. Literally. And so, at least he came with all his shit. But yeah, no Stormtrooper helmets for me. And I have been seeing some really bad stuff happening. Like the leg is popped off. I saw this one where there was a literal gap in between the torso and the head. I don't even know how the fuck that happened. But yeah, someone else got 2 Boba Fett helmets. I'm just not personally a vintage collection collector, but this set actually looked pretty cool and it sold me. And wow, what a fucking letdown. Thankfully, I do have a replacement coming in very soon from Amazon. Let's see how that one goes, though. Maybe I'll get the Stormtrooper helmets, but I'll get a busted Boba Fett. Well, guess what? I want to be keeping this Boba Fett because he comes with all his shit, and he's actually a solid figure in terms of being a Boba Fett figure. He doesn't have anything loose, nothing's popping off him, there's no gaps. All the paint looks phenomenal on this guy. So I would be keeping this one and, returning the other one without the helmets. I'll just be taking the helmets at that point. But we'll see when that next figure comes and what condition it comes in. It's going to be kind of like playing Russian roulette with these new Hasbro figures in the boxes that they come with. It seems like, you're never going to know what you're going to get. Or not Russian roulette, but mystery box. I don't know why I was thinking Russian roulette. How the fuck did I say Russian roulette? How did I make that connection? Mystery boxes, guys. Anyways, so yeah, that's Hasbro right now. And of course, this one isn't void of accessories. This one has quite a few. But for $35, Hasbro, get your fucking shit together. Especially for a $35 fucking vintage collection figure. Get your fucking shit together. So, with that being said, guys. That wraps up this week's toy haul. Like I said, we do have an unboxing finally for this week, so we will be unboxing him at the end of this episode. But before we get to that, obviously we have to talk this week's toy news. And honestly, guys, there's not that much. And I am recording this quite early on Friday just because of my schedule and stuff. This is when I could film today. And so I'm sure plenty of stuff is going to come out later on during the day, and sure Saturday, Sunday. So we'll go ahead and talk about all that stuff next week. But up until this point, there's only, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things to really talk about, and that's really pushing it in terms of, like, you know, trying to really count every little thing, because one isn't even a fucking figure. So we'll go ahead and start off with Super 7, guys. There's no NECA news, there's no Mezco news, unfortunately. So it's that one of those weeks where your favorite toy companies are just not around and you're just missing them, you know. But at the same time, your wallet's not, so, you know, your wallet's happy. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk some Super 7 news, because last week they solicited orders for their new Simpsons wave. This week they're soliciting orders for their new glow-in-the-dark Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And these guys honestly look really cool, even if they don't glow in the dark, just that bright neon green. I'm sure you guys are all well aware by now, if you guys have been following this channel for a while, my favorite color is green. And so, man, do they look tempting. But you know what? I don't need another set of turtle figures, unless it's from NECA, then maybe I do, but not Super 7. I have the basic ones. I have some, variants coming in, like Sewer Surfing Mikey, Sewer Samurai Leo, which, by the way, Sewer Surfing Mikey got pushed to 2023, if you didn't know. So just be aware of that. So yeah, this week they did show off their glow-in-the-dark Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures, and despite these being basically repacks and repaint, I think the price went up. So yeah, I don't know how that works out, since they already have the molds and everything. And, you know, see, I don't get toy companies, you know, they're constantly saying prices are going up, this costs more, yet if we just wait a bit, most of this stuff clearances out pretty quickly too. So I don't know, but at the same time, I'm not in the industry. I don't know the full economics and stuff, so we'll just go by what happens, I guess. So yeah, get your glow-in-the-dark, repacked, repainted Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Super 7 figures for a bit of a markup. So moving on to some Mcfarland Toys news, guys. So not too much Mcfarland Toys news this week. However, next week there will be, because he did announce his Mcfarland Toys Summer Showcase happening July 14th through the 15th. That's next week, right? If I'm not mistaken, let's see. Today's the 8th. So let's see, click. Yeah, so Friday and Saturday of next week. So yeah. However, he did give us one little tease this week, and I kind of fucking hate him for it, because I kind of want it. And it just looks really cool and interesting, and I'm really hoping we get a Batman like this, and I hope he looks badass, because I never read this comic. Well, it's essentially what I like to dub the 300 Superman, but it is Superman from the Worlds of War comic run. I am not familiar with this comic run, so yeah, this guy just looks fucking amazing. I don't know what it is about this Superman, but him being crossed with like a Spartan, it just looks phenomenal. And yeah, definitely a figure I'm gonna have to pick up, despite me really backtracking out of Mcfarland Toys. You know, I'm still gonna be picking up the Mega Figs. I'm still gonna be picking up certain statues that he releases here and there, if they appeal to me and whatnot. So but this figure, just wow. Okay, Todd, I'll give you this one. I mean, you come out with some good Batmans. Like, don't get me wrong, like, the Batmans look phenomenal, but it's the other figures that he tends to come out with that don't always look the best, or are the best, in my opinion. Which I can't be mad at, because obviously my favorite character is Batman, and him showing Batman so much fucking love is amazing. But at the same time, if you're going to be releasing other figures alongside him, try to at least make him look good. So yeah, that's it for Mcfarland Toys news for this week. But like I said, next week, Saturday and Sunday, they will be having their summer showcase, so we will have plenty to talk about the following week, because like I said, I do film these on Friday. Unless he makes any, you know, early morning Friday announcements, then those will be included in next week's episode 44. However, if he does not and he waits until after I choose to film. Well, first off, you're an asshole, Todd. I'm just kidding. But then we'll talk about it in the next week's episode, in episode 45. So with that being said, guys, Comic-Con is right around the corner, and companies continue to tease their exclusives. Now, we don't talk too much about Jada Toys, however, oh man, I totally forgot to turn on my lights, guys. Why didn't anybody tell me? Man, let's see. Oh, they're dead anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But these are all Jada Toy Batmobiles. So I do like Jada Toys in this sense. And fun fact, I did actually apply to Jada Toys. I never heard it back, but I did apply. But anyways, so these are Diecast Batmobiles by Jada Toys, and they are hinting and teasing that they will be having another The Batman Batmobile exclusive at Comic-Con. And I don't know if I need another one, but I do. This is my absolute favorite fucking Batmobile. And I have to admit, I do like the Justice League one. That thing looks like a fucking tank straight out of the comics. However, this thing looks like a real life Batmobile. Like, he took a muscle car and just fucking made it a Batmobile. Like, how fucking badass. It just reminds me of fucking Doc Brown and what he said about making a time machine. You know, when he's all like, you know, if you're gonna make a time machine out of a car, why not make it with some style? Or did I butcher that?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
But anyways, yeah, this is my absolute favorite. And when Jada Toys released their first diecast, the Batman Batmobile, in their 1/18th scale, I believe it is, or no, 1/24th scale, I bought it. And then 2 weeks later, they released their 1/18th scale, and I bought it. And they did actually release a 1/10th scale. No, it wasn't this big. It's like a 1/14th scale, or I don't know what scale it is, but it has lights and sounds, and it sold out like crazy. And then they had to restock, and it sold out. However, it seems like they may have some more stock at Comic-Con, unless this is a different version, and maybe they add a diorama piece to it and make it a little more, you know, exclusive. Regardless, my friend Robert is going to Comic-Con, and my credit card is going with him too, because I'm going to just be like, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy. So, yeah. So we'll have to wait and see what exactly they're teasing and hinting at when Comic-Con rolls around. So the last bit of news we do have today is Playmates Toys. Now, they did announce some other news, which I will I guess I'll just touch upon it real briefly, because here we talk, you know, 6-inch and more, you know, in terms of Hot Toys. Well, I guess real quick before we talk Playmates, you know, Hot Toys did have, where were they at? Toy Fair. So they had Toy Fair exclusives. They had Neo. They had holographic Iron Man, and a variant Boba Fett, which looked good in the promotional pics, not so much in hand, in person. So it was going to be a buy for me, but after I saw the in-hand pics, I was totally out. If I can find one of those pics, I'll put it here. You know, I'll show you guys, you know, the figures and everything, and then I'll show you guys the in-hand pic of the Boba Fett after the awesome, cool looking promotional pics that do it really good justice, but then you see it in person and they don't. So Playmates did announce a few new figures, like I said, in the 6-inch line and also in their vintage. So like I said, we talk 6-inch and up here, and also we talk modern and forward here. We don't do vintage here, but they are releasing 3 box sets of vintage figures. The superhero box set, which comes with Super Bebop, Super Rocksteady, Raphael, and Donatello, I believe. And then there's the villains box set, which comes with Screw Loose, Mutagen Man, 2 other people. And then there's one other box set. Oh, the Toonie cartoon looking turtles, so they look a little more kiddish, animated, cartoonish. And yeah, so there's those. And then of course, just like those being cash grabs, they had to, of course, re-release those damn turtle molds that they have once again in some very odd 2-packs. So obviously earlier in the year we got those Cobra Kai and TMNT crossover 2-packs, and now we're getting Stranger Things and TMNT crossover 2-packs. The only thing that I can see here, and I guess with the Karate Kid too, the only connection I can see these properties having, and I guess even with the Street Fighter ones that are going to be coming out very soon as well, since they're based on like the older arcade Street Fighter games, is that they're all 80s properties. Well, obviously Stranger Things is not, but it's based around the 80s and all that nostalgia and stuff. So I'm thinking that that's really the only real connection that these box set crossovers actually have. Because I cannot think of any other connection that TMNT would have with Stranger Things and or Cobra Kai. You know, obviously Cobra Kai is the modern television series, but it's based off the original 80s Karate Kid movie. So much like, you know, with Stranger Things, it's a modern show based off an 80s properties or multiple 80s properties, you know, because they reference all those things and stuff like that. So that's really the only way I can see those things tying together and being, you know, connected in any sort of way. But yeah, Playmates is really reaching and grasping, but they're not reaching and grasping hard enough because they're still giving us those same stupid turtle molds. Playmates, invest, update, compete with these other companies. I don't know what else to say to them, but besides hire me, I'll bring you out of the trenches, guys. I'll help you out. But anyways, guys, with that being said, that wraps up this week's toy news. So finally, for once, after so many weeks, we finally have an unboxing to get to after this week's toy news. So I kind of already showed you the front, but I'll go ahead and show you it again. So this is the Riddler statue. This is not the $169 expensive one. However, there is one like that. But this is the $40 regular version. Well, $11.99 for me since I went ahead and picked it up on clearance. And if those, you know, premium statues that are going for $169 retail, you know, the Batman and the Riddler ever do go on sale under $100, I will most likely be picking them up as well. So, with that being said, why don't we bust open the Riddler with, of course, my handy dandy Batman knife and free him from his prison. So let's go ahead and open him. Normally I open things from the bottom, but it's just easier right here on camera to open things from the top. Let's see here. Pull the tab out. Pull that up. And let's pull him out. There's a pretty cool pic on the back of the Riddler right there. Let's go ahead and put this over here. So, here's a tray shot. Oops. Oh, it's got some tape back here. Here's a look at the other stuff that he does come with right there. He comes with a base and, of course, a trading card, being a DC Multiverse figure. So why don't we go ahead and free this up because I'm going to need that base. So let's go ahead and do this. Card down. Ooh, base is free. And the cool thing is he has that classic twist tie. It's not like those newer ones that are super fucking tight and you fucking have to like cut off blood circulation to your finger just to fucking lift them up high enough to get a knife under them. Yeah, no, these are the classic twist ties. So give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so here we are back with him out of the box. It was making way too much noise. I didn't want to force you guys to listen to all that shit and just ruin your guys' eardrums. So here he is, and so much like the Batman statue, he's a bit articulated. So his arms will move up and down. His wrists do rotate. However, this is kind of awkward because he should be able to just go straight up with his arm, but I guess not. And oh, this is actually a loose accessory, so if you want to take it out of his hand, it seems like you can. But I don't know why you would. But let's see. what does this hand do? So this hand just goes straight up. I wish he would have a little more articulation. No articulation in the leg. But let's see. Can you move his head? You can move his head there, but I wish you could tilt his head. That would be really cool. That'd be something I'd want to do. Glasses come off? No. So here he is, guys. Like I said, super cool for $11.99. Definitely worth the pickup. And here is the base, if you guys want to take a look at the base right here. And so with that being said, why don't we go ahead and place him on the base, which goes to his back, which doesn't make sense. And wait, he doesn't even reach the other peg. What the fuck? Is it like one or the other? Like you just stand him up wherever? Or is he a little bow-legged? Let's see. Oof. I think you just stand him wherever because his feet do not reach across. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we got some distance in his legs. Alright, so here we have him on his base and everything. So like I said, I have absolutely no idea where I'm going to put this guy. The one cool thing about him is he does have the tape right there, so that's really cool. I wish he could be like going for it, like he's grabbing the tape. How can I pose this guy? How does... he's just standing there with it. Okay. Like I said, $11.99. Can't complain. So, yeah, guys. With that being said, finally an unboxing for this week's episode. Man, it's been months, I think, since I've had an unboxing. So, yeah, like I said, $35 for these three things right here. This originally is 40 plus tax, so already right there, it's a fucking steal. Just thinking that all three of these figures would be about $100, and getting them for a quarter of that, what's better than that, guys? So with that being said, guys, that wraps up this portion of this week's Coffee and Toys. Thank you so much for joining me, but of course this week's episode is not over yet. Stay tuned for my interview with Rocco the Great from Coffee and Toys live this week, guys, coming up right now. But if you haven't already, please follow me over on Instagram at CoolFigurez, and also my other Instagram page, Epic Shots by CoolFigurez, where I post my more thought out, planned out, more edited toy pics. And if you guys are into unboxings, check me out over on TikTok at CoolFigurez. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe to me here on YouTube. We are almost to 1K, guys. Let's try to reach it by the end of July. So if you've made it to the end of this episode so far, guys, do me a favor and type down in the comments below Riddler. That way I know you made it this far and are enjoying the content. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into this week's Coffee and Toys Live.
Level with it, but damn. Yo, everybody, it is Rocco the Great, superstar artist, creator of Goose Faba, coming to you with another live stream. What's up, everybody? I need you to smash that like button. And today we have a special live stream for you. It's kind of like an emergency break the window, break the glass live stream, because I was invited on a fellow YouTuber, fellow toy collectors live stream. So this guy named Cool Toys or Buff Collector on Instagram does a live stream every week with all types of people. He had the guy from Super 7. He gets like industry people. He had Zach from Diamond Select. He has all different toy photographers and stuff. And he invited me on today, and he couldn't figure out like his live streaming was not working. So what, like I'm always thinking, I go, all right, I'm in live stream mode. I was ready to go. And we said, break the glass. Why don't you just hop on? We'll go live on my YouTube channel. And everybody give a big warm welcome to one of the more chill toy collectors that I've met so far on Instagram, CoolFigurez.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey,
what's up, Rocco? Pretty good. Thank you so much for having me on your show, man, on your channel, and hosting this week's episode for us.
Yeah. And listen, you could take this episode and throw it up or whatever you want to do. I don't know if you know how to download or something. You could take this stream and Or we'll figure that out because I take them down, but I'll send you a link. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But so how are you doing, dude? What happened with your Instagram? What wasn't working?
I don't know, man. It just kept telling me that I wasn't able to go live. I've been having some issues with that Instagram specifically. I've noticed at least like yesterday, all my messages were messed up. Like I was messaging people and it was still registering as like unread and stuff. And it was telling me like I had 9 unread messages from a lot of people, and I click on it and it would just be like, oh, I've already answered it and everything. It was just weird. Every time I go to my private or my personal page and then back to my toy page, it would always just look like, like all of a sudden I had new messages even though I didn't. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, when we were just messaging before, it's you already wrote something, and then like 5 minutes later it messaged me again and gave me a notification like you messaged me again. But it was it was past like the whatever. So Instagram's messing out. I know D Blake makes he couldn't even message people on his Instagram for a week. So
yeah, it seems like stuff's going on with Instagram because I've seen that happen too. A lot of people are saying like, oh, I can't message people. My DMs aren't working right now and stuff like that. It's kind of scary sometimes.
You know what though? That's why listen. If anyone knows about Instagram sucking, it's me. I lost 3 accounts this year, and I lost 5 accounts total. So it really sucks. But you know what? It made me focus on uploading to TikTok, to YouTube. Like it made me focus on other things more. So that's good.
No, yeah, definitely, man. So Goose Faba, man, what's going on with Goose?
Yeah, so this week I'm planning on going live every day this week. 4th of July was Monday, which sucked because that was my Monday to live stream, but it's okay because Joe is going to live stream with me on Friday. I'm going to be doing a drop party. For those of you who do not know, my new action figure, hold on, I'm going to go full screen, okay, buddy?
Go for it, man.
My new action figure is dropping on Friday. We have packaging now. We got accessories. I listened to everybody. All the feedback people said. They said we want more action. We want a box. So let me show you guys what you could do with this. So you got the box. They're all numbered 1 out of 5, and then it opens up, and you got like a freaking window. People were like, we want a window. Some people are MOC collectors. And you know what? If someone wants a MOC Goose on their shelf, so be it. So we got a really cool box. Even though I personally hate boxes. Hopefully people will enjoy these. I got them all right here, ready to go for Friday. And they are coming with the first ever time we're going to come with an accessory. So we have these professional factory bats. Not 3D printed, not like, spray painted or whatever. These are actually factory printed bats. Beautiful accessory to go with your Goose Faba. This is my wave 1. This is my pride and joy right here. But so Friday, guys. Friday. Let me see.
And also, you're not only having your first ever, what's it called? Man, you just said it. Or your first ever accessory, but you're also having your first ever chase with this release as well, right?
Yes. I want you to interview me like it's your stream. You know what? Hold on a second. I'm going to put you over here. There you go. We're going to do your stream on my live stream. Hold on. So yeah, like you said, thank you for that. This is the first ever, and I have people fighting already in the chat. Everyone's like, I'm going to get it. And this is, hold on a second. This is the actual chase right here. Hold on. Got to be careful with the box because they're not mine right now. I want to. And the chase, not only does he have he has a new outfit, he has a cool, different background. So.
Oh yeah, you can see that.
Look at that.
That's cool.
So I'm really excited about this stuff, man. Really cool. I'm just having a ton of fun, and that's 1 out of 5 right there. So how I'm going to be doing the chase. So it's like the easiest way possible. Like, everyone's going to buy, 5 people will buy. And then I'm going to put everyone's order number. So the first person who bought, the second, that's their number. I'm going to put it in a random number generator whatever number generator picks out of 5, that person's getting the chase. So there's no favorites. There's no, oh, I'm just putting it in random. It's the computer told me random. It's not like me random. So that's where I'm going with that. And I'm really excited, man, so far.
No, man, that's great, and it's pretty exciting that you're making these 2 leaps in this one wave and that you're able to provide something new, not only to just one person, but to everybody that buys this wave, because everybody at least is getting a new accessory with this figure, but someone is going to be getting that chase.
Bro, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, man. I'm having a lot of fun with this stuff, and the fact that people are enjoying it too, that is the coolest part. Like, people are on the journey with me. A lot of guys in here right now own, Goose Fob or Fat Cap Joe or something like that, and it's really awesome.
Oh yeah, man, that's great. I mean, this is what, wave 4 at this point?
Yeah, you know what? My sister said that, and I was like, oh, because I didn't call this any wave because it was so short. It's only 5 figures. Normally I do 10, but wave 2 was 5 figures. So I'm just like, I don't know, man. I just do whatever I feel. And this is wave 4. Yeah, this is actually wave 4. So when I do updates of stuff, I'm going to be putting wave 4 in there just so we could keep track of everything. But yeah, wave 4, dude. Who would have thought?
And so quickly, man. Like, you only did your first wave, back in like February, March? January.
Yeah. So my original, like, it's funny how Goose Fob actually started. The character himself, like the goose right there, that was created back in 2003. So, the Goose Fob, a graffiti character, I got a coaster. Like this design, like like the goose. That was 2003. I used to tag it on, stuff, whatever. And a few years ago, I think when the pandemic started, I was doing some sculpt work with the clay. I had not epoxy, but like the Sculpey clay. And I had a 1/12 scale body, and I just I still have it. I have my prototype head. Hold on, let me get it. We show everything on here, right?
Hey, make sure you guys are liking, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, CoolFigurez, and also Rocco's. But if you guys are here, you guys have obviously already subscribed to him. And stay tuned all week for his promotion on Goose Fob, guys. So I'm super excited to see what he's going to be bringing to us. So let's see what we have here.
So this was actually the first ever. I had the 1/12 1/6 scale. So we're going to talk about that today, because I know my boy, for people here, he is on a 12-inch or 1/6 scale kick. I've been watching you go down the rabbit hole, man. I almost wanted to call like the ambulance just to make sure you're okay. But so this was the original Goose Fob head. I was like, I'm gonna turn him, because I love like Ashley Wood and 3A and like Japanese companies that kind of just like put like a weird random head on like a stylish, like a fashion body or whatever like that. So that's what I was inspired by. And it's so weird because I just put this on the thing, and then this was sitting on just like a 12-inch body that I had on my I have like a bookshelf in my hallway. It was just sitting on there for years, right? Just never did anything. I never even finished it. I was supposed to carve the bottom, to have like you could even see, I think, pencil marks. You see it? Like I was going to carve the bottom and all kinds of stuff like that. And it just never went anywhere. And then for some reason in this December, December that just passed, I said, I'm going to, oh yeah, everybody 3D sculpts, everybody 3D print stuff. I'm going to reach out to a bunch of sculptors, and I'm going to show them my drawing. I'm going to show them the prototype, and I'm going to say, can you make this into, like 1/12 scale? Because I like 6-inch figures. And I went to a few different people. People were just not getting it. And then I found somebody, and I just like, if you have to just say, F it, let's do it, or else nothing's going to happen. So it was that quick. I was like, I made up my mind. I found the guy. We got the prints. Then I found the clothing, and I've been, dude, I'm sourcing from all over. I got shirts from someone on Facebook that hand makes them. Then I was like, wow, just sourcing all the F over. I tried like 7 bodies that I couldn't find the right body. Then I found the body that we use right now, and I was like, this is the one. And it's just like, it all started with just Sculpey clay on like an old neck peg that I had, and now we have an action figure. Look at that.
Look at that. That's awesome, man. That's amazing. Like I said, that's crazy how you did it so quickly. Also, like you said, in December to January, that's pretty fast turnaround time considering that Hasbro, a full-on big-ass toy company corporation, can't even do that for us.
Oh my god, dude! There's Spider-Man, the Far From Home. Wait, what's the one with all the people in it? No Way Home.
Yeah, No Way Home.
Dude, we should have had 2 aisles of Spider-Man toys we should have had a Tobey Maguire wave. We should have had an Andrew Garfield wave. We should have had a Tom Holland wave. Like, they dropped the ball. We had a full Eternals wave with a build-a-figure, like 7 figures exclusive. They had Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek. Like, nobody asked for any of this. They sat on the pegs. They literally are the reason why Hasbro's not going to be in Target anymore. It's insanity. Mm-hmm. And they did not even touch Far From Home or whatever freaking it's called. That is a criminal. That's a crime because there's SJWs in Hasbro. The people that I see them doing those live events and stuff, it's like it's a bunch of SJW people who want to put, like, let me put this person of color on a pedestal. Let me do this woke character. It's like, no, people want Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Captain America in every wave. And you'll never, Hasbro will be printing money, just like Star Wars. Star Wars, they're making Reva in every character they're doing. Bro, people want Boba Fett. People want Han Solo, Luke. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I know what you mean. Let me see if I can adjust this camera because there's my Boba Fett right there.
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. So, let me see. Where is it?
Right here.
Oh, yeah. You got
right
the
next to the helmet, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
the Mythos.
My Boba Fett's right there. It's funny. I had a different Mythos because I know you have the Mythos, but they make so many different variants of it. So,
yeah.
Yeah, that's the only Hot Toys I actually have left. I have a bunch of Sideshow, but the only Hot Toys I have left is the Boba Fett because my wife got it for me for a gift a few years ago. So.
Oh, okay. Then that's probably why it's different because this one's the Sideshow, not a Hot Toys.
Oh, this is the Hot Toys version. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
they do different versions. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been on a 1/6 scale kick. I can't really say a Hot Toys kick because I've been getting all sorts of stuff. I've been in Sideshow. I got a So Toys Green Menace. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Oh, right there.
Oh, those are like the third party, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it great? Yeah, I have a third party Batman.
Ooh, that's what I'm gonna be getting next. That's what I'm gonna be getting
next. Dude, he's like $30. Go buy him. He's better than the Sideshow version. I'll give you the link. I'll hook you up.
Yeah.
There's a bootleg Sideshow version of Batman. But he has like a different paint scheme and a different they filed his ears down to the short ears and it was like $30 1/6 scale. It's so good. It's next to my Planet of the Apes figures.
Yeah, definitely send me that link because I'm gonna buy that.
yeah. I used to, bro. Like 10 years ago, I was a Sideshow hot toy collector. Like I had D12s full. Like at one point, I got out of the 6-inch game, and I had all my D12s were the Batman, the Joker. I had the Dark Knight. Like, bro, my collection makes me cry now thinking about it because like I didn't even like flip them. I just sold them to get rid of space, and now they're all worth so much money. It's insanity.
No, yeah, I think I'm doing kind of like the opposite right now. I'm trying to get out of the 6-inch and going into the 1/6. Well, I'm not trying to get completely out of the 6-inch.
Yeah,
but
just everyone's cherry picking right now, right?
Oh, so much. But I did happen to go to Target today to take a piss on my way while I was driving.
Okay.
And obviously, when you're a toy collector, you have to check the toy aisle, right? So I highly recommend you checking out your local Target because
what'd you get?
I got this new Jurassic Park Paralophosaurus right here. $5.99.
Dude, now that's what they should be. That's the price they should be.
Look. Can you see the price?
Not really, but yeah, you could see that it's clearance though. That's cool, dude.
It's $5.99. So I got that, and then also from the Power Rangers Lightning collection, which I'm actually getting out of. But
those went clearance.
This guy it did. This guy and
much?
And the Eye Guy. This one was $15, and so was Eye Guy.
Perfect. That's now I'll buy him because I didn't pay for any Power Ranger villains so far, full price. I got them
I only
all on
paid for Eye
clearance.
Guy.
Yeah.
I've only paid for Eye Guy, and I'm kind of mad that I didn't wait.
Mm.
But this one was the best one. It's not like one that I was like, oh yeah, I found it and stuff. It's cool and stuff, but for the price that
the
I
fish
paid
guy?
for, no, I'm gonna pull it up
something
right now.
new. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm still talking
let's
about
go,
it.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. So for the price, I was like, I can't pass this up.
Oh yeah, is it $20?
11.
Dude, I scanned that yesterday and it said $20. That okay, you cannot beat that for $11.99. Holy moly.
Yep. That's why I was like, yeah, that's coming home with me.
You scored, dude. Yeah, that's the appropriate price for that. Because even yesterday I scanned it was 20, and I was like, where am I gonna put this? You know what I mean? Like, but
yeah, for $11.99, I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll figure that out.
When did you go live? So yeah, a lot of people didn't even get notified because we did just randomly go live. So what we're doing today is Buff Collector actually invited me on his live stream on Instagram, and he couldn't figure it out. Like Instagram was glitching and we couldn't go live. So I just said, I was ready all day. I'm in the live mode. And so I just said, why don't you just hop on my stream? Because I'm going to be talking about my figures and stuff. And that's what we wanted to talk about on your page. So it's like, we're just doing your show on my channel basically right now. So for people who are just, look, I wasn't notified. Well, now everybody spread the word, hit that like button, and feel free to send super chats. Make me look good in front of my new buddy right here.
All right, man. So what were we at? Oh, so yeah, those prices. Definitely check out Target, man. Definitely check out Target.
Now, this is I've been wanting to show you this because I know you're getting into the 12-inch figures.
Oh no. Oh.
We got the 12-inch Goose Faba right here, bro. This is personal collection, not for sale. Ooh. Like these are just early prototypes, if anything. He's even got the Nikes on. Look at that.
Those are sick.
But I have 4 of these, and there's one in. Oh, you can see one is right next to the Stormtrooper. You see in the case over there.
In the back.
And then one's up in my room. I have my fig. There's a goose in every room of my house. No joke. So very cool. And
that is cool, man.
Shout out to where is he? Wookie Jesus made me the stand. Actually, he makes these stands. So if you're looking for a stand like a 1/6 scale, hit up Wookie Jesus. I think I saw him in the chat popping up.
Let's see.
You got to be careful with that stuff, man. I ain't trying to drop anybody. Effet Toy says the Buff Collector with hold on. The Buff Collector with the fist. CoolFigurez is hey.
Oh hey.
Hey.
Technically, Rocco was gracious enough to allow me onto his stream. So if anybody's cooler, it's him, guys.
Thank you. Should I ban him? You give me the word, I'll ban him.
Nah, I think
joking.
He'll be
I'm
nice.
joking.
He'll be nicer.
I'm joking. I don't ban anybody. A lot of people were dealing with that yesterday. Yeah, Instagram is going through something because they're trying to be TikTok so bad. They're trying to be TikTok so bad, so they've probably been doing all these annoying updates and everything. Hey, Jada's here. Jada Tyson. How you been doing, dude? Have you been watching Stranger Things?
No, I haven't. I saw the first season back when it came out, and I just kind of fell off. And my friend, he's actually like really hooked on it. He hasn't shut up about it since this came out. And so I'm like tempted to watch it, but then he told me like how it ends. He didn't tell me exactly how it ends, but he's like how it ends on like a big cliffhanger and stuff. And then he's like, oh yeah, now it's gonna be like 2 years till the next season. And I was just like,
bro, the new season sucks, dude. I'm just being honest. Yeah, we went off on Joe's channel yesterday. We were live on Joe's channel, and I went off. It's like they ruined a lot. I don't know. I'm not trying to ruin it because I know some people didn't even see it yet, but I was super unsatisfied, and like I don't even care about the next season, and that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. That's weird because like I said, my friend was telling me the opposite. He loved it and stuff, but he's also a new fan. He just got back into it, kind of like me. You know, he watched it back when it first was out, and then he kind of just watched it now. But I know that you've been watching it, you know, religiously as it's come out and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
we kind of I don't know, man. It's
different. It's different when you've been invested for years in these characters and these storylines than when you just kind of burn through it all in one sitting and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The new season just like it didn't live up to the standard that they set. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they told us like this is a really good show, and then they just put out like a mediocre season. So it was like I expected more from them, if that made any sense. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I mean, considering it's Netflix's biggest property and probably their only property, kind of keeping them afloat.
I don't know. I feel like they dropped the ball, but I kind of went off crazy yesterday. I almost lost my voice, so I'm not even gonna. I'm moving on. I don't even care. That's the worst part is I don't even care anymore. So that's. Hey, look at this. Paula's here. Welcome you.
Hey, Paula, how you doing?
Paula. She's got the coof, so I don't know if she's better now, but.
Hope you're feeling better, Paula.
Yeah, I can't believe.
Seems like everything's picking up. I think one of my collecting friends, he just got back from vacation with his family, and he just got it too. So
I feel like people have been getting it lately, like a lot too. And it's the freaking summer. Like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on, bro. But
I don't know.
Let's see.
What's everyone saying in the chat?
The box is dope. Thank you, Jada. I just finished. Okay, we just talked. If you had your graffiti artwork, it would be sick. I have some pictures. Actually of my old Goosefaba art, which I'm very thankful I still have. Let me see. The boxes should be signed. Yeah, I'm going to be signing the box on the back, and I'm going to be signing like other stuff too. And the figure is actually signed in a undisclosed location. No, I don't know if anyone's ever found them yet. No one. We have no perverts in the chat.
I think you mentioned where you were going to sign it the first time you said you were going to sign them.
Yeah, and so far I didn't hear anybody see that. So I guess people aren't trying to check out the figures, which is pretty good. I would say that's a good. I love me some redheads. Are you a redhead?
Me? No,
Wolf
my hair's black.
I feel like Wolf Guy is just raging a lot. Like Wolf Guy just comes in. I see him pop up in chats and he's just wild, and I kind of like that. Like that's the type of energy I like, you know.
Just comes in, stirs things up, leaves.
Yeah, he just goes nuts. Okay. All right, so it's your show right now. So what you steer the ship.
All right, well, I still have a few more questions about Goosefaba and this wave and everything, man. Trust me, I still got stuff for you. So like I said, what made you decide that you want to start including accessories in this wave in particular?
So I'm always like the reason, like kind of like the big push was I got a little stale of criticizing and not being happy with the state of toys where I saw it was going. Like I knew the prices were coming, the price increases. I noticed a lot of action figures taking accessories away. They were kind of lowering the quality, lowering the articulation points, but raising the prices, right? So for a while, I found myself just kind of like criticizing the companies and roasting the companies and just voicing my displeasure, which everybody should do. Like, if you don't like something, I'm always behind if someone doesn't like something, especially to a big corporation, because it's up to us to change things. Like, you know, Star Wars, they tried to get rid of selling a $400 piece of garbage with the Rancor, which that thing could have been $150. Trust me, I know what the molds, I know Hasbro, I know pricing. Like, I actually know industry, plastic pricing, all that stuff. That they could have rocked it with $150. That's the point of the whole point of crowdfunding, was to kind of give us the best deal. That's what you do crowdfunding for. That's why me and you, if we want to start something, that's what crowdfunding's for. It's not for Hasbro. Hasbro literally has factories, their own factories, and like in China and all this, like they have, people do not even understand. They're the biggest company in the world. They're the biggest toy company in the world. Mattel right behind them. So it's like when these companies are trying to take advantage of this crowdfunding stuff, I want to see them all fail, if I'm being honest. Like, they do not need to do it. They don't deserve to do it. It's for me, like me. When I want to take my figures to the next level, I'm going to do a crowdfund because it's for people like me. We don't have capital. We don't have investors. We don't have any of that stuff. So, you know, that's what we need crowdfunding for. Hasbro don't need our money. give me a product and I'll give you money, Hasbro. But like, so I just kind of got sick of and bored. I kind of got sick and bored of criticizing companies and just not being happy and getting the same toy over. How many times can you buy a Marvel Legend? It's the same thing.
Well, I don't buy Marvel Legends, so.
Exactly. Look, see, he's already black pilled. He's already black pilled. You don't even buy Marvel. Well, DC Multiverse, even DC Multiverse, they're awesome.
Yeah.
But you buy a DC Multiverse, you kind of forget about it in like a week, or maybe that day. You open it, you're excited, you open it, and it kind of just goes away. It goes in a bin or maybe on your shelf.
Literally, honestly, besides my, the Batman Robert Pattinson ones, I'm probably going to be getting rid of most of them to help fund my new 1/6 collection.
Exactly. So I just kind of got sick of the rat race of like the cycle of, buying the figures that that aren't really quality. Like I have my figures in my D12s are like the ones I love, like high quality figures. And it, them raising the prices and lowering quality and getting rid of the boxes, like, Hasbro is now using thin cardboard with tissue paper, bro. Tissue paper. Let's talk about that. So you sent me hold on a second, guys. You explain what happened, because I actually have another person who watches my channel that had a problem too.
Okay, so me personally, I'm not a vintage collection collector. I have my 3 3/4 inch figures from when I was a kid and stuff, but I don't collect this scale anymore. But I do love me some Boba Fett and some Stormtrooper helmets. So I was like, you know what? I'm willing to buy this pack.
For how much? Let everybody know how much they were taxing on that.
I think this one was like 30 something, dude, with like tax and everything.
Yes,
like
it was.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Do you know how much those used to be?
Dude,
they used to be
$7.
$4.99, then $6.99, $7. 3-inch figures should be $8. I feel like max.
Yeah, max.
So what was your problem? I heard you had a problem in there.
So yeah, thankfully my Boba Fett didn't come all messed up like some people's have. But yeah, first and foremost, all the accessories came in like
look at that
tissue paper.
Guys,
so
Hasbro
it's not sitting in anything. Yeah. That's what all the accessories came in.
And
most of
the. So what were you missing? One of the helmets?
Both, actually.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the thing. Lou Rue, you can see him. He's in the chat right now. In the chat, Lou Rue, he got the wrong helmet, or he was missing a helmet, I think. So you didn't get any helmets.
I didn't get any helmets, and it's essentially the figure's held together by this like cardboard strap right here. He's like straddling it right now, though. But yeah, essentially it's just held together like that in the box. Then you pull it out, and so it didn't. And
how thin is that packaging? Because I felt some of the Thor packaging, and it was thin as a chin.
This one's actually pretty thick. I'll be honest.
Is it thick? Okay.
Yeah, this one has a thick cardboard on it, but everything else, like the tissue paper that it was wrapped in, was pretty thin and flimsy and stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's just. I mean, what did they expect if they can't see the product? You can't ensure quality or anything,
And that was my problem. It's like I wouldn't mind, because I'm not an in-box collector, right? So I wouldn't mind if they gave us cheap packaging and lowered the price. But
exactly.
No, they raised the price, gave you cheap packaging, and actually like lowered the quality of the stuff you're getting. So that's where my problem came in. And I'm more vocal than most, but a lot of people just are okay with mediocrity. It's kind of why like everyone's just like, yeah, I like Stranger Things. It's like, but Stranger Things could have been so much. Yeah, Lou Rue said mine came with 2 Boba Fett helmets. Not, yeah, that's the one. He messaged me same day you did, so I was like, damn, people are having problems with this.
Well, have you seen the one where like the Boba Fett, like his whole torso is like popped off?
No.
Yeah,
that's
like
not good.
One, yeah, where he literally it's like disconnected, like you can see through like where his neck and torso meet.
Oh my god.
I mean, like I said, you can't check quality if you can't see what's inside the box. And that's like you, I'm not a in-box collector, so I didn't have an issue with it until I'm realizing like, well, they're not even checking their own QC at this point,
Yeah, that's
but what's gonna suck is in the future is if somebody wants to buy this and open it up, and they open it up and they get a busted Boba Fett and they pay
they're
like
coming for you.
$400. Yeah, you pay $300-$400 for this because you know how this stuff goes later on down the line.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
like in the future, someone flipping, then they open it up, and then they're like, "You scammed me" or something. When it was Hasbro in the beginning, that never, yeah, dude. And that's the thing. It's just, I just expect quality. Like Hasbro, they're making record profits right now from just raising the price. The Power Ranger figures went up $5. Five,
like
not one, not two, not even three. I would be like, you're pushing it, bro. Chill. 3, a whole $5.
And I used to praise the Lightning Collection for
Me
being
too.
$20 and giving us so much.
The Lightning Collection was the best line Hasbro had, hands down. And but yeah, like, and that's the whole thing. Is like, I just got sick of criticizing companies because no one cares. No one cares. It's like they just say, oh, that guy's just complaining. When it's like, I'm trying to stick up for all of us. You know, I want us all to get the best product and best quality. So then I said, you know what? It's kind of like Thanos at the end of Infinity War. It's like, F it, I'll do it myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You gotta go down and take care of business yourself.
Oh,
so
first super chat of the night, guys. Keep them coming. Make me look good in front of Buff Collector. Luru 1989. He was the one who had the problem with that Boba Fett as well. Fig swappers are gonna have a field day with these. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They already didn't care when you could see the figure that they were swapping. So, like, honestly, Hasbro deserves it, and the companies deserve this. I'm not even gonna. First of all, I'm not a shamer anyway. I don't like fig swappers, but I'm not like those. I hate when those, dude. It's so weird how people could make you change your actual opinions on stuff. Like, yeah, nobody likes a fig swapper, but the way people are so cornyly like. Go to their page and they're like, fig swapping is the word, but I just don't like holier than now people. I don't like virtue signalers. You know, like the way people go about like saying that, it makes me want to go swap figures just to be like, F you, you know, like my little Cartman freaking move. But yeah, guys, don't swap figures. Just steal them. Like, you might as well just steal them because you're just gonna F over another collector in the future. That is all. That's my take on that.
I don't think Rocco's a legal attorney, so take that advice with a grain of salt, guys.
I'm playing an actor, guys. This is not. Yeah, everything I say is a joke. I'm acting. I'm a YouTube actor. Okay, I think I covered myself.
I wanted to make sure you recover too, man. I got you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Looking out for me.
So going forward, man, in future waves, what other accessories can we expect to come with some of these System Island figures?
So I'm in talks with the company to actually get actual spray cans, not 3D printed, real, like the same quality as these bats, actual factory painted spray cans. So that is eventually one day our figures will finally have spray cans. I wanted to do them the right way. Like, I didn't want to like do. The whole thing is, right, I'm doing this all for fun. Like, every time people support, it goes right back into it. Like, this isn't my job. This is like, I want to build. I'm actually trying to do something here. I'm trying to build something. I'm trying to do something big and great. And also just really to have fun. Like, that's the main reason. I just want to. Who doesn't want their own toy line?
You're right, man. You're right.
Right, what are we in this for?
Yeah.
You know, like, I could buy 100 Batmans, but my Goose Faba follows me around my house. That's it. Like, I'm not even joking. I love this thing. So I don't even have to sell people on Goose Faba because I think they see how much I love him. And it's like, I want them to love him too. You know what I mean? Like, I want Goose Faba. Look at it. Like, I look at Gomez, right? Gomez is Mezco's, their character, right? It's awesome. This is great. I love this. They sold me on it when they had the commercial for this guy on the stop motion, which I want to do animation. I want to do stop motion, but it's just like, this is fun. This is Mezco doing something different. You know, like, you could buy this, you know, we have 100 of, how many Batman figures do we really need, right? I have like 17 of them at least, you know? So it's like, when people do something different. And same with Ashley Wood. Like, I got inspired by Ashley Wood. He started making these of just his drawings. These are just his drawings. They're not cartoon characters. They're not like a video game or anything. And so these guys inspired me. And I was just like, yeah, what is this? It's just an articulated body with like a roach head on it. And I said, this thing rocks. You know, this thing freaking rocks. So I was like, now I want Goose Faba to be on people's shelves right next to their Gomez, right next to their Stormtrooper, their Batman. And it's working, man. We're 4 waves in, and it's freaking I'm killing it, man. I'm loving it. I'm having so much fun. And people on TikTok are just eating up Goose Faba. I love it so much. It's crazy.
Well, that's great, man. I'm happy to hear that. That's exactly what you're seeing, in terms of success and stuff. And like I said, in such a short amount of time, you just thought of basically doing all of this in December and then doing the first wave in January. And here we are, the 7th month of the year, and you're already getting ready to release your 4th Goose Faba wave, but technically your 6th wave of System Island figures, right? Because
two Fat Cap Joes. And then, so 2 Fat Cap Joes and then 4 Goose Fabas. But then also I did the DIY Goose Faba head, and I sold the regular Goose Faba head. And then I also sold the blasters. So and then I sold a high cycle, and I'm working on the next one. So this is, hold on, I'll show a teaser. I've been kind of teasing him a little bit here and there. This is the next high cycle. We got,
ooh, look at that.
Hold on. I like that. Hold on. Live slow, die boring. And then I have milk trucks on the back. But yeah, we're just,
that's sick.
Just like to sculpt sucks. Then it says say hello in the beginning. This has to get weathered. This has a lot of work to still do, but I'm just doing, those are like fun because they don't come out a lot, maybe once a month. And they're very special and limited. That's what I like about those.
No, yeah, definitely. What did the last one go for?
160, I think.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah, people were saying we want it to be bidding, like we want to bid on it. So
yeah,
those ones will always be bids. So they start low, and you guys fight over them, please. Please always fight over them.
Because what did you start the first original bid at?
I think it was 120, I think. So that's that's where we started. And then people, we had like I think 5 bidders fighting it out, which was really good. That was really nice for me. Like 5 different people bidding out for it. So that showed me that there is interest there. And I got people messaging me about it because I've been teasing, like on Instagram. I'll show the end of it or just a little piece of it here and there. And everything's about teasing. Like I want everything I put out to feel special. You can't get a Goose Faba right now.
Yeah.
I have people DMing me all the time, like, can I get one? Can I get one? It's like, no, you have to wait until it drop. And then, so the people who do have one, it's special. You know what I mean? And that's the whole point. It's like, I'm putting out something special. You're getting one, you're supporting an artist. You're getting something special. You're getting I've only had people being happy with the quality they get. And I take pride in that, so to go back all this, take it back to your question. I didn't forget it. That's how ADHD I am. Why I chose to go with the packaging and the accessory this time is because I listened to the customers. I heard people saying, all right, I did a few waves. We want an accessory now. What can you give us next? Right. So I'm like, all right, let me see what I can do. I made it work. We got the accessory, the bat. Everyone is getting a bat in their new figure. And then I went through a few different tries. I tried a whole bunch of different stuff, spent a lot of money trying different boxes, but I finally found the boxes. And then I also have, which I'm really proud of, is I have special packing tape.
Oh.
So this is like high quality, eco-friendly, and this is the good stuff. This isn't the cheap one. I went for the one that it's got the string inside of it. So there was a cheaper version, but I went for the higher version because when you buy something from me, it's premium. I want people to be like, I got a premium product. Like, when you buy a hot toy, how do you feel when you're opening it? You feel like a premium product because it is. They put a little bit more effort into it than maybe Hasbro does. So,
oh yeah.
So we got.
That's sick.
I'm happy with that. That's cool.
That's really cool. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that on one of your live streams that you were going to be getting that. That's really cool.
People in the chat are going wild. Guys, smash that like button. If you're here right now, for people just joining us, Buff Collector or CoolFigurez, he invited me on his live stream on Instagram today, but his Instagram wasn't going live for some reason. So I just said, I'm ready to live. I want to go live. Let's do it. Just hop on my live stream. So right now he's kind of taking over the show for today, and it's his show. Everybody show him some love, show him some respect. And send super chats. He won't get them, but metaphorically they'll be for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, send those super chats to me metaphorically. I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
in gesture, right? In gesture.
Yeah. But, put it towards Goose, Father. Put it towards Goose.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, alongside from new boxes and new accessories, you decided to make this one your first ever chase. What made you do that? Even though I kind of have an idea because I know you and I know what kind of figures you like to collect and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly, wrestling figures and stuff.
Yeah.
So did that kind of have like an influence on you wanting to do a chase for this wave?
Yeah. Like, what do we like, right? What are we looking for? When we go to the store, right? You could buy the AEW figures or the WWE figures online, right? On eBay, Ringside, use code Rocco. But you know what? You're when we go and check the toy aisle, everybody hopes, the Funko collectors, you want to find that chase figure. You want to it tells you it's special, so you feel good when you find one. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's why are we toy hunters? We're hunting for the deals. We're hunting for clearance. Like, how fun was that when you walked into Target, you found those figures on clearance, you felt like $1 million.
I did. I was, like I said, I went in to take a piss, wasn't even expecting it, and I was just like, I'm going to check the toy aisle randomly and found some crazy deals.
I love that. I freaking love that. Wait, what was the question again? Oh, the chase.
The chase.
Yeah, so I just wanted to do every wave. I wanted to feel special, so I'm going to continue to try to top myself. So you know who benefits from that? The buyers, the customers. Mm-hmm. Because I'm always going to be trying to top myself. And I already have so many things down the line, bro. I am like, guys, there's a reason why I ask for your super chats, because I've been putting a lot into this. I've been investing a lot of money into, hold on, look at this. Hold on. All right. So we got, holy moly. Hold on.
He's got so much to show us.
I don't even want to show everything, but we got these new special stickers.
Ooh,
like super high. These are like waterproof, like vinyl, high quality. Like you see that matte finish.
Yeah.
Like these are. So we got these. I got these special acrylic pins right here.
Cool.
I got some other stuff. I don't know. I want to actually show everything. I want to have some surprises, but I've been investing like so much money into, the future of this, because I want this to be great. I want this to be awesome. And I want everybody to, be immersed in this world like how I am right now. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, definitely, man. It seems like you said, you don't even have to sell people on it because you're so passionate about it. You basically live essentially in System Island. You're constantly creating, you're constantly moving
It's all
forward.
I think about now. Yeah, it's hard for me to get excited about other things.
Hey, that's great, man. That shows your passion. That shows your hard work, your dedication, and that's showing, and that's what's pushing you, and that's what's driving your success. Like I said, or like you said, more so that your passion and everything is what's driving your sales. You're showing that you love this so much that people are seeing it and they themselves want to care about it just as much as you do. And also, like you said, the limited ability or availability of it all, makes it that much more sought after, especially after people see, I feel like a lot of people see things and hear things and they're like, yeah, whatever. But when they start seeing stuff in hand, people take pics of them and stuff. That's when they're like, oh shit.
And that's what happened the first wave, right? Like the first wave, I was promoting it. People were like, yeah, I'm going to get one. Oh, that looks great. And then once they came out and people were getting them for the first time, and I was sharing the pictures of everybody, and people were showing them on their shelf and doing toy photography, like X-Boy and Gazda. There's plenty of people here right now. Then that's when the DMs actually hit me super hard. People slid in there and they were like, bro, I missed out, bro. Can you get me, bro? Let me get one secretly. I was like, bro, you missed it. Like, you were there. Everyone everyone was there. I told everybody, like, this is the time. And that's the thing. And every time I do a drop, new people want the figures. So I have a ton of new people that are like, because my last one was Fat Cap Joe, and I had a lot of new people come in from that. I actually got a few write-ups on toy blogs and stuff. So I had some new people coming in. They're like, well, now I need a Goose Faba. Like, I got the Fat Cap Joe, bro. When's the Goose Faba? So that's why I'm like, and believe it or not, I have like stuff planned out for the whole year. So this isn't just fly by the seat of my pants. I'm actually thinking things out. And I'm trying to be as best as I can to be like my own toy company.
Well, that's the way to success, man. You have to have somewhat of a business plan and a business mindset in order to be able to run a successful business. So, as much as we kind of harp on them and stuff, that's the one thing that they do well, is that they know business well,
Yep.
And so exactly what you're doing, basically essentially what they do, have stuff lined up for throughout the years. So that way people are constantly talking about them, constantly keeping, them in the toy news world and stuff. So yeah, that's great to hear, and I'm sure it's going to range anywhere from new figure releases to accessories to, different stuff.
Well, I actually have, speaking of accessories, so X-Boy Wonder said, what's the big news? And I know people are like, oh yeah, he's, he clickbait sometimes. I'm sure it's a clickbait. Nope, we actually got some new products. So in the chat, do you guys want to know? And I could actually drop some of these Friday. If people actually want, alongside of the Fat Cap Joe, I was kind of going to do this a secret, but not everybody's here right now. So maybe I'll tease it and show some stuff. Do you guys want a little bit of a teaser of what to come? Some people might know about this because, not everybody catches every show, but there is something that I could drop as soon as Friday, with the other Fat Cap Joe figures.
Do you want to show it now, or do you want to ask for a super chat?
Oh, yeah. Is somebody going to be a hero and send a super chat to see the sneak peek? That'd be nice. Yeah, let's do that. Why don't you guys, if you want to see something new, just let's get a super chat. Let's just get a super chat. Well, and you know what? Ask another question, and if a super chat when a super chat pops up, then we will show the teaser of today. Good idea, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Like I said, I'm trying to invest back into Goose.
You're learning YouTube very well.
Well, like I said, you graciously took me under your wing a bit. You've taught me a few things. You've come onto my show a few times, and I've learned from you. Watching you, I've learned. You and Joe at the same time. Talking and stuff. And
Joe is great.
So yeah,
I love Joe.
How's he doing, man? He had his kid, right?
He had his kid, and so far that dude is very stoic. So you're not going to get a lot of emotion you don't really know if anything. He said everything's fine, and that was it. So I was just like, all right, I guess he's handling it fine. Like, he just said it's like the sleep. He said getting used to the new sleep schedule, because like the baby chooses when it wants to be up and sleep. So that was his only, and that's the thing about Joe. Joe never complains or anything. So you're not going to hear Joe complaining about anything but Disney, and that's what we like about him.
He complains about the right stuff, the
right stuff. Yeah, not like female things. Like he doesn't like, oh, life is hard, and that's why Joe is a real one.
He knew what he signed up for when he did.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear, man. I'm glad to hear that he's doing good. And you said you did a live stream with him yesterday, so that's good to hear that he's still, on YouTube and stuff. And
yeah, he's going to be, he said Friday. So Monday was supposed to be Monday's my day usually. Friday, he will be here for the drop. So 7 p.m. this Friday, guys. And if there's I know I have a few mods in the chat. I have my Friday stream up scheduled right now on my page. If you guys could just spam that throughout this show to let people know, just hit notify me so everyone gets notified on Friday, 7 o'clock p.m. when we do the Goose Faba figure drop live stream. So
you're going to be dropping it at 7, or are you going to start the live stream at 7?
So what we do is, good question. So yeah, what we do is when I do a drop, I don't want to just put stuff up for sale. That's boring. So what we do is we go live and I talk it up for an hour. We do it usually an hour before. So we're going to go live at 7. The figures drop at 8. And so we will be, we'll tease it. We'll show things. We'll talk, have fun, do the funny roasting. I'm sure there'll be something cringe in the news. And at 8 o'clock, the figures drop. There'll be some other surprises. So far, my last few drops, I've been throwing up other things that, like shirts. I threw up like figure shirts the other time, and people seem to be liking that. So the teaser today will be up on Friday. So if you guys want a little teaser of what to come on Friday, there won't be very limited quantity. So these are going to be, you're going to have to like fight over them.
Man, now you got me interested, man. Tease me, Rocco. So this tease, okay, let's talk a little bit about it. Is it an accessory or is it a product that we ourselves can wear?
So no, so it's right now I'm focusing on in universe, right? So I want to build out. We have. I gave Goose Faba, and then I gave you his rival, right? So like you have, it's like. You kind of want Captain America, but you want Red Skull, right? Because you're going to want him to fight somebody. So I made sure to do that right up front. Like you got Goose Faba, then you got Fat Cap Joe. You could have them as friends. You could have them battling each other. You have that dynamic just so you could, I want to start filling out people's shelves. That's my goal. I said, I want to fill somebody's part of their shelf. I want them to throw their Marvel Legends away and just put that new System Island shelf. And so, there we got the blasters, which I was really proud of. This was one of my designs, like one of my drawings turned into an actual 3D design, which was awesome. So we got that. And then I'm going to try to work on accessories for the universe. So there's things that's been in art, like, my art pieces in the past. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there it is. I just saw it pop up.
I know you will put this money to good use. Let's show it. So first of all, that's a new name. So McCourt Figure Reviews, shout out, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that, buddy. And it seems like we're getting a lot of new people lately, and I'm really appreciative of that. So thank you, McCourt. And let me show you. You know what? Let's do it. Hold on.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, can you just put some ice in that and refill it? Thank you, sweetie. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I forgot. What were we doing? Oh, yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, wait till somebody Goose Faba Army builds. Tiny Plastic Universe actually Army built him already. So there's a few people who actually bought every single drop. Action Customs, I think Casey Martinez, and there could be a few others as well. So what we will be dropping on Friday, and these won't be painted up, but the paint is to show you guys. There might be painted ones in the future. I'm still everything right now, like half of the business, like dude, half okay, too many things. My ADHD is getting overloaded. Thank you, sweetie. Half of the business is pricing. You always want to try. I don't want to be like Hasbro. I always want to try to find the price that it's worth it to get the stuff made, but it's also worth it to sell. And you listen, no matter what business, you should be making a profit. I don't like when anytime you ever hear somebody go like, oh, I just want people to, that's bad. What are you doing it for? Like there's ulterior motive. There's some weird reason. Everybody, if you do a product, you should be getting paid for it in some way or another. So we have.
Ooh.
So this is a silver one. Then these were actually painted by the person who printed them. So they're not going to be painted. And this is not how I would paint them personally, but it's just like to show you guys. This is actually the right here. And what the cool thing about this is I was like, we could just do a crate, right? And that could be fun. You could have your guys sitting, you could stack them. But you know what? I thought always go next level. That's my whole thing with my action figures. I don't want to just do like Stranger Things season 4. I don't want to just give you something that's okay. It's fine. It's good. I try to do things that make myself go, that's cool. So it opens. So we have an openable, you could put your whatever in. I know Toy Junkies could put his leaves in there, if you know what I'm saying. But so that I thought was the coolest idea for them to open. and you could put your stuff in there. And I'm gonna paint up a few myself, but
That's cool.
and yeah, these are just like, these aren't my painted. These were like when, you know, the person who printed them were just showing me. So you would, I think at first I'm gonna just sell them like this so people could just spray paint them. But you know, whatever, you paint them however you want. And the cool thing is these are supposed to be worn and tethered, so you could have fun and go nuts on it, right?
Yeah. That's cool.
I'm excited. I'm freaking excited about that because you know why? I'm building out, like, look, you could stack them and you could make just cool diorama pieces. And hold on a second. We got a channel member chat, and for some reason StreamYards doesn't show it. So let me just. Okay, hold on a second, Paul. You
let the goose loose.
Let the goose loose. Yeah. So ads for he did a channel member chat, and those don't pop up on StreamYards for some reason. He said, "How fleshed out is the Goose Fable lore? Do you have enough material for an ongoing comic book?" I actually have a like a whole page with written out lore of all my characters. Hold on a second. Sorry, buddy.
No,
I've been
good,
actually System Island. You could look it up on my Tumblr, and I have a few websites with my art up on them. System Island was created about 10 years ago. So I've had all these characters. I had the lore. I actually have an arc of something that, like, I have like a story arc that if I do an animated or if I do a comic book, like I could do it. I have Welcome to System Island. Then I have I have everything written down. I forgot what the middle one, and then the last one is Escape from System Island. So I actually do have like a 3-part book of there is lore. The Skuld Corp, that's that little skull. If you notice it on everything, that little skull is the evil corporation. I have files of just written out lore. So it's like I have the System Island synopsis. Goosefaba is a graffiti punk thrust into a mysterious conspiracy that is much bigger than anything he's ever dealt with before. Already not a fan of the Skuld Corp, Goose had just wait, hold on. I always want to read it too much, but it's a lot. Hold on a second. Already not a fan of Skuld Corp, Goose had no idea just how weird the stuff they're actually up to. Mutants, zombies, robots, and giant girls, and much more. System Island is a place where anything and everything can happen. And I totally butchered that. I'm gonna let me do it one more time because I'm not pleased with that. Okay. Goosefaba is a graffiti punk thrust into a mysterious conspiracy that is much larger than anything he's dealt with before. Already not a fan of the Skuld Corp, Goose had no idea just how much weird stuff they're up to. Mutants, zombies, robots, giant girls, and much more. System Island is a place where anything and everything can happen. Boom.
There we go.
I was happy with that second one. And yeah, I just have like, I have lore. There's System Island is a mechanical city run by Skuld Corp. Located in the northern region of the old world, the Skuld Corp controls and produces just about everything in System Island. And then I have the old world because it's a little asterisk because I reference it. Old world is the land outside of System Island, a myth. For anyone born in System Island, the stories of a world beyond the walls horrifies most and gives some hope that one day they can escape from System Island. So it's basically like there's this city in the middle of the desert, and it's like a crazy, really tall, big walls around it. And that's System Island. It's Skuld owned. Everything there is kind of like, picture like a standard cyberpunk world, right? But outside of it, the old world, as people call it, that is like, it's a mix of like Mad Max, but The Last of Us. You know, like in The Last of Us, everything is green and it's like overgrown. So it's like the world just stopped.
Yeah.
And
it's
was
not like a desert apocalypse.
No, yeah. So there's people who are. I have actual characters that like live outside of it, like Emo Boy, Ghost Cat. There's like characters. I have stories that are serious. I have jokey characters. I have like, I'm telling you, when we flush all this out, I'm just taking my time with this. Like listen, I've had this for 10 years. It's not going anywhere. I'm in no rush. And when I do things, I'm going to do everything. I want to do it the right way. So when I do collab with an animator, I want it to be the right one. When I do collaborate with somebody, I'm going to do all this and it's going to be a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. I'm just having fun. Did I tell you I'm having fun?
Once or twice, man. Once or twice you mentioned it. So what's the chat up to right now? Oh, do we get another super chat?
Oh, we did. Okay. A part comic book sounds fantastic. I would buy that. Send super chats. Y'all support Rocco. First of all, thanks, ads. I appreciate you, buddy. With a $5 Australian.
Ooh. So what is that?
Oh,
what's that?
I don't know. Do I owe him money? I think maybe I owe you. I think I owe YouTube. But yeah, man, it's the and that's the thing. So one, if you just care about like cool figures, like you could just have like a Goose Fob or a Fat Cap Joe up on your shelf. But if for the nerds out there like me that care about lore, like that the lore of of Gomez is what sold me on him. Like when I saw that animated video and I kind of saw that he had a personality, he wasn't just, because a lot of people just make custom heads that look cool, but they're not a character. They're not like a thing. So it's like, anyone could just make up a cool design, but a lot of the reason, like, why do we like Batman? Not because he has a cool outfit, but because we know the character, right? Like we like Bruce. We like this Gotham. We like the world that he's in. It's more than him just kind of looking cool in a cool outfit. So that's what what I focus on, and what I think is very important is to reiterate that Goose Faba is a character. He's a real character, and when people get his personality, when people actually when they see him move around and they hear him, I think that's when people are going to be happy they were here now, because it's going to go to the next level and it's going to blow up. Because I've always been inspired by the Gorillas, and like I love the Gorillas. Like I love the characters they made, 2D, Murdoch, like Noodles, and like, because you could like the music's great, but what made Gorillas so great was the characters, and that they're actual characters. They're not just like, they have lore. They do stuff. So that's something that I was very conscious of, and I want to always reiterate. Like Fat Cap Joe is a person. He has an attitude. Like his thing is, I have his story. Hold on, I have his thing is let me see. Fat Cap Joe is a System Island street punk who loves to graffiti tag battle with Goose Faba. They're graffiti rivals. After a big run-in with Sculpt Corp, Joe and Goose become uneasy but powerful allies in the fight against Sculpt. So at one point, I have like a pre-world, right? Like before the Sculpt incident, and then I have like an actual lore. So like if you just want Goose Faba and Fat Cap Joe to just be taggers, and they're just going around tagging, living, existing in that world, it's like I have that lore, but then I do actually have a story where like you could go with. So I've always liked that about characters. Like people hate filler episodes. Like when people go like, oh, that episode sucked. They were just hanging around and nothing really, they weren't fighting. Like people hate the Dragon Ball Z filler episodes. Some of those are my favorite because we get to see Goku and Piccolo and Vegeta like just be people. And I love that. I love that stuff. Like I don't need them always fighting for me. Like I like when one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z episodes was Piccolo and Goku. They just saved the world. And Goku's wife, Chi-Chi, literally yells at him and says, "You're a bum. You got to get a job. Go get your license." So basically, they just saved the freaking world. And now these warriors have street clothes on and they're going to get their driver's license. And it's like, it's so silly. And it's like, it shouldn't work. But like, it's stuff like that makes you like you fall for the characters. Like, when I see Dragon Ball Z, like I know all the characters, like not just by their look, like they have a personality. That's why, me and Joe, when we roast like the new Star Wars, it's like that's not the character you told us was that character. You know, like when you switch up like Obi-Wan and he's like a loser that gives up and he's like running away and everything. Like, you're like, I don't know who that is. Like, who is that guy?
Well, kind of like they did with Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, Jake Skywalker. Like, to me, he's not even real. Like, he's not, that's not really him. Because, so.
Not. Yeah. No, yeah, definitely not. So, when do you think you will actually like flesh all this out and actually think about, you know, pursuing, you know, maybe releasing a comic book, maybe as, you know, a special edition with a new figure?
So I would, no, dude, I follow a lot of comic book writers. I used to do a show with one. He's Carl. He's actually working on his comic book still, Death Sworn. People, I don't think understand how much time and stuff goes into a comic book, especially now. It's not easy. So that is something I'm gonna, if I do something, I would crowdfund it. I would find the right artist and I would do it. Start small. Everybody, that's a thing that a lot of people, I think it ruins people. Some people plan too big, right? You should always have that big dream, right? But if you go too hard and too crazy, then you could burn yourself out, right? So it's so I'm gonna start small, maybe do a mini comic, right? First, just to get, you know, maybe I'll do something where and I do have some comic panels up. If you guys do want to know, there is comic panels up. I recommend everyone go find my Tumblr, Rocco the Great Tumblr. You put it into Google, you'll find it. There's a lot of Emo Boy and Ghost Cat. Those were kind of my first comics I've ever, like, I did a web comic where every week or so I did a little panel of Emo Boy and Ghost Cat in the outside, the old world. So if you want to just see them, you could get some more lore there. It's up on my Tumblr. You could even, I think you could even look up System Island or comic in the tagged, and you could find all that stuff. But I'm in no rush right now. I'm focusing, and the thing is too, like, you focus on too many things, that's when you start fumbling things, right? So right now I'm doing this all by myself. I just figured out how to do boxes. I just figured out all this stuff. I'm taking it one step at a time, and I'm keeping the waves small because I do want people to feel like they have something special. I never want it to feel like it's not special.
No, that's great, man. You know, and I think for your first mini comic, I think if you want to make it a little bit easier, maybe you should try telling the story without any actual dialogue. That's what Mezco does with their comics that they include, you know?
They do? They have comics?
They have comics, but most of the time they don't have words. It's just illustrations and stuff, and you're kind of left to put it all together yourself.
Really? All right, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going to look that up. Hold on, please.
Yeah, they have one for Agent Gomez, Doc Nocturnal, Atticus Doom. There's a few other ones.
Was it a full comic or is it like a mini comic?
They're like mini comics. It depends. Like the Doc Nocturnal one was like a 60-page one. But like the ones that came with Gomez, it's like a maybe 7 or 8 page comic.
I like that. And that's what I like that Mezco. You know, I know a lot of people don't like them. They do some things wrong, but I think what they're doing with their own characters and they're creating their own lore and universes, to me, that is fun. I like that.
Oh yeah,
it's creative. It's different. It's fun. It's different, and I think different is what the toy community needs, what the toy industry, all that stuff needs. Like you need some new ideas sometimes. I'm gonna look into that because that is cool. I gotta team up with an artist. Carl's really good, but he's working on his own comic. So, but yeah, we'll get there, man. And that's something I'm just medicated with not $2 super chat. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Well, hopefully soon, man. Hopefully soon.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's what I'm excited. Like you said, remember 6 months, man, or now 7 months we've been at this, and I am above pleased at how it's been so far. So I'm really just riding the wave of just fun and happiness right now, and that's where I'm at. So what I do is I look into the future, but what I do is I try to look at what's in front of me right now. So Friday's not a done deal. I don't take any drop for granted. I get nervous, I get excited, And that's why I'm going to be live streaming every day up until Friday. And I'm going to let everybody know. I'm going to scream it from the rooftops. Goose Faba is dropping on Friday along with some of these Sculpt crates. So look for that. Maybe I'll even throw something else up there. People like when you don't tell anybody, you just kind of sneak up something else. So you never know, even if, you have a Goose Faba, definitely on Friday when we're dropping him, you want to check the eBay and just see what else is up on there.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. It sounds like you've got everything lined up. You're ready. Like you said, you don't take it for granted, but you get excited and nervous. But I think that's kind of like what they say is like key to showing that you are passionate about something that you care, is that you get excited, but you also get nervous at the same time, because you care about that thing so much that you get those nerves because you want to see it succeed and stuff.
Exactly. Like if you don't get nervous, like same with even when I do live streams, it's not that I don't know what I'm doing. It's like I get excited because I value my time, right? So I value people who give me their time. Like right now we got 34 amazing people giving us their time, right? They could be watching Disney, they could be watching Star Wars, the Obi-Wan show, The Boys, looking at Peaches on The Boys. They could be doing anything, but they're here. So I give 200% to them. And that's it. You never just want, like you should always be, I don't know, man. It's not that I get nervous because, I'm not prepared. I get nervous because it's so fun and it's exciting. And I like trying new things that, you don't know it's going to work, right? Like every time I pop, will I sell out this Friday? Yes, I will, because I'm putting it into the universe. But I don't take that for granted. I'm confident, but I'm not a fool, and I'm not foolish. Like I got to make sure I earn everybody's view and I earn everybody's buy every week, anytime I'm on here.
No, yeah, definitely, man. Like you said, you get nervous, you get excited, and, you don't take for granted the success that your audience has given you so far. And, the good thing is, like you said, every time you've had a drop, you've gotten more DMs about when the next one is. So
yes.
As long as everybody knows about it, I don't think you'll have any issues selling out this time.
And what I love is too, and this is the thing, like with other things, like if you buy, like you bought that Star Wars thing, right? You had a bad experience.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get what you paid for. And then when you open it, you get the cheap thin paper and you're just kind of like, this was $30. Are you going to be super excited to come back?
Nope.
Like, are you right now chomping at the bit to buy another Hasbro figure? Honestly.
No, not one bit.
So when people buy my figures, I always throw in, you get a trading card, you get a bunch of stickers, you get some extra. Anytime anyone buys anything from me, I actually throw so much extra stuff in that I don't even tell people about. So because I want, I've saw a few people did unboxings and watching their unboxings, I was like, that's what I'm going for. People were happy. They were like, this is something good too. People were like, wow, it was better than I expected. Which, I don't know what their initial expectations were, but regardless, hearing that stuff is always good. So I just got to keep building on what I already have. And I have to make sure I keep the existing buyers happy, but also we got to try to bring in new people and doing both at the same time. So.
No, yeah, definitely. And I think that's always the goal of a company, is to build that audience and then, sustain and keep that audience happy, but at the same time, still allowing new customers to come in and join the fun and be a part of the community as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's something too. It's like, like even you said, which was, I was really happy you said that, was when I come on your live streams, you said they're some of your most viewed live streams, and I really appreciated that, because it's like the people who watch me, the people who hang out every day, I appreciate them, and I wouldn't change. Ouch, my ear. Damn, I'm sorry, I had like 8 cups of coffee today. I wouldn't change the all my people that are the regulars that I have for 500 people in the streams, because my 40, 50 people that I have that I know everybody by name, or their usernames. Like I wouldn't change them for somebody who just has like 500 people in their chat, but they don't have that connection. You know what I mean? I love the inside jokes we got. We got lore. People know about Olive Garden. I could say Olive Garden right now, and people know what I'm talking about. So I value all that stuff, and I think that's really important. It's not just I'm giving you more than a product. When you have a Goose Faba and somebody else has a Goose Faba, I see people commenting on each other's pictures. People check the hashtags out. That's awesome to me.
No, yeah, exactly. You're essentially building a small community based around what you've created and what you've, basically, brought into the community. You took it from your head and turned it into a physical thing that we can now pose, put on our shelves, take pictures of.
It's unreal, man. It's freaking unreal. I could cry because it's just freaking awesome, dude.
Oh, that's great, man. That's so great that you're able to find such great success, especially having your audience and stuff back you like that. It seems like a lot of people nowadays have big followings on social media, but the backing isn't there. There's just a follower count. It's not like they're so invested in these people that they're willing to spend money on their own businesses and stuff. I've seen, countless people go to meetups and stuff, and they have a bunch of followers and nobody shows up.
Dude, that's so weird you just mentioned that. So I did a live stream the other day where I've been on TikTok a lot. Like I'm a TikTok fiend now. I really love it. I used to hate on it because my 13-year-old sister was on it and all she did was dances. So I'm like, that's a silly I'm not going on that, but I didn't know it's got a lot of people are on there and it's actually got a lot of other things. So if you find once it knows your niche and you kind of you curate your feed, it's amazing. And I really love TikTok. One, because I get toy stuff, I get design stuff, like graphic design stuff, I get conspiracy stuff, and then I get big milk trucks. Dude, I never even knew girls had such big ones. Like my explore page is wild on TikTok.
That's awesome.
It's good for the brain. Like you scroll and you see some toys, and then also you see a girl with massive milk trucks, and you're like, life is good today, bro. Well, let me see. Look, so I'm going to show everybody how silly my TikTok is. So my For You page, look, we got conspiracy theories. Look.
Oh.
We got conspiracy. We got creator stuff.
Yeah.
An ad. Hold on. I'm going to wait till we get to the girl. Look, movie stuff. He's a streamer guy. This guy's funny right there. Hold on.
You don't have to be a creative genius to come up with.
Where's the? Oh, I get inspirational stuff, but I want to find where's the girls dancing. Hold on, we're gonna get there. Come on, hold on.
The one time you need the algorithm to actually work.
I know it's making me look bad. Hold on. Where's the girls dancing? TikTok, hold on. Oh wait, hold on. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
No, but you don't got good ones. Hold on. Dude, I'm telling you, I see the craziest cleavage. Oh, wait. Oh. Look, what is she doing?
I don't think anybody cares.
No. Gary V is on my thing all the time. I don't even follow him. I don't know. But all right, that was a kind of a fail. I promise. I promise there's usually it's just filled with
milk trucks.
Milk trucks. Thank you. Yeah. Keeping it family friendly here. Oh, here we go. Of course, right when I took it down.
Oh.
That's pretty good, right? I don't mind. You log in, you're seeing that he's talking about. Oh no, my sister's here. Every time I join the chat, he's talking about milk trucks. She knows me. Listen, she knows me. She knows me. Yeah, speaking of, my sister's famous on there. She's got a humongous account. So shout out to my sister, man. Yeah.
How many followers does she have there?
I don't over 100,000. She might have, let me see. Oh my God. Hold on. I'll share her thing. I'm giving my sister a shout out on here. Hold on a second.
Let's see.
Okay. How the frick let me share it. She's got more than I thought. Hold on. I don't follow her because, she's a grown woman. I let her do what she wants. I don't want to know, but she's got 282K. That's 282,000. So
Yeah, look how many
shout out
likes.
to my sister.
She has 13 million likes too.
Yeah, go support. Thank you, Toy Junkies, for popping from milk trucks to supporting family. I do it all, baby. You're getting real. You get real people on here. That's what I'm saying. Look, one of my channel members says, "Love you, Cash." That's good. Lots of love
Mark
here.
Camel Toe.
Lots of love here. Bye. Oh, she's leaving. Okay, bye, bye, Cash. It's just men. Rocco's gay, confirmed. You guys caught me. That's why I talk about the milk truck so much. I'm trying to throw everybody off the scent. You found me. Damn. But how did we get on this? What was the question?
I don't even remember.
Bro, I questions for like 2 hours, dude. I'm the worst.
You're good, man. It makes it a good, interesting show. I mean, if you just answered the questions right away, I think the show would have been over like 30 minutes ago.
That's what, yeah, exactly. Sheesh. All right. Did you have, yeah, let's wait. All right. So we were talking, I don't know. You just pick it up wherever you want.
I was going to say, I mean, you mentioned that you're always looking towards the future and stuff. And obviously we're looking towards this Friday for a new drop and stuff, but
good one. Yeah, that's it.
Do you have an idea of what's coming after this next drop? What character? Is it going to be a re-release? Is it going to be a new figure?
So, I do have a new character, but it's not an action figure. So this is something I've been talking about for a long time, the Sculpt Bot. Mm-hmm. So the Sculpt Bot is a character that I had for a long time. You could go back like 10 years on my Tumblr, and I created the Sculpt Bot like a long time ago. So the fact that it took 10 years to become physical, like we're actually getting a Sculpt Bot figure or accessory, but it's really its own. It's so big, it's actually a figure. So I don't know how I'm going to sell those, and I don't know what the price point's going to be, but that's something that's going to be really exciting because, you know, hold on. So for people who don't know, this is the Sculpt Bot. You know, those little creatures down there, they're like little robots. And this is a trading card. This is actually my Sculpt Bot trading card. And Sculpt Bots are droids created and utilized by Sculpt Corp. They're used as drones to patrol and enforce the streets in System Island. However, the older models are great for hacking. So, like these are like enforcements. Like what he's doing right here is he's hacking a Sculpt Bot. So Sculpt has the Sculpt Bots. The normal people, you know, like the rebels have the Sculpt Bots, and you could see what's in the background. That's the crate.
Skull crate.
They got this crate. Yeah. So I'm trying. This is my trading card. If you're a channel member, you should get this.
So that's what's up next, essentially, after this next release.
So maybe, I don't even know, but that is coming up. So I'm not, again, like I was saying, like after every drop, I kind of relax a little bit. So the amount of effort that went into this drop for only 5 figures, it's like you guys don't even understand. But it's obviously it's good work, but boy, I need a break after this. So you know, these are gonna sell, and then I'm gonna think about what's next. And oh, look at this. Here's some American money, Rocco. Shout out to ads, man. Somebody else, listen. Let somebody else super chat. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Ad's been supporting this whole chat or this whole live stream today, so let's get someone else in here.
Yeah, he's a good supporter, man. Ad says, Paula, you need your own channel so I could send you super chats too. You can send Paula super chats through me.
So, wait, I had a good question. Oh, man. It was right there on the tip of my tongue.
You got it. You got it. Hold on. Just hold on.
No. I was going to say, actually, now I got it now. So
okay,
you
good.
mentioned the work that went into this last drop and everything, and you said, you know, you're going to need a break after this and everything. But I think that's the case with a lot of things, you know, that people do is they don't see the whole entire process. You know, they just see that finished product. It goes from, you know, even just toy photography to YouTube videos to anything. They just see that end product and they don't see the process, the time, the effort, the headaches that went into making that final product. And obviously, like you said, at the end of the day, it's worthwhile, especially when you sell out and you have all this great support from your followers and your fans. But just nobody really understands unless they themselves go through it.
Yeah, or if you complain a lot, right? And that's the thing too, is like you got it, whether you let people in or you complain a lot online. But originally this wave was supposed to be different. I don't know if you might remember, because I know you pop in here sometimes, but I almost got scammed out of $500.
Oh yeah, you were telling me.
So yeah, China freaking tried to get one over on me, but I fought it. But Goose Faba was supposed to have a whole different outfit. He was supposed to have a whole different. This was planned, but this wasn't for right now. So like, China screwing me over kind of messed up. And that's the thing too. It's why you don't try to look too far into the future, and you kind of have to I've learned you kind of just have to roll with the punches. So China messed me up. $500. I was out for a month, bro. A month I was out of the money and the product. So just F you, basically just F you, Rocco. And oh man. And so I just had to be like, all right, you know what? I'll do this one now. So Goose Faba was gonna have a different drop. And but that's the thing now, and that's also how everything is, right? Like, how many times have you heard a movie that everyone loves? It was supposed to be a completely different movie, and it was like, oh, that director couldn't make it that day, so they got this other guy, and now it's the movie that everyone loves. So, I kind of just roll with the punches, and I don't try to be too much on anything, and just try to not like I don't let the setbacks set me back. I deal with them, and I go, all right, let's keep moving. So.
No, yeah, that's the best way to handle it. You can't allow these barriers and stuff to, stop your momentum. You have to find a way up and over them, And, I remember this quote from a long time ago that said, how many people like surprises? And, a lot of people raise their hands and stuff. And the guy was like, you know what? You're all liars, because the only time you like surprises is when they're good. That's when they're called surprises. When they're bad surprises, they're called problems.
Oh, I like that. I like that, dude. I'm going to keep that one. Like, that's going to go into my head, and I'm going to think of that.
Yeah, I know. I think it might have been Tony Robbins that said it. I was probably watching a Tony Robbins
He's got
video.
a lot of good stuff, man. He's got a lot of good stuff, man. Yeah, I listen, I love hearing, and that's the thing, like, a lot of people don't like, even sometimes when I'm in a really good mood and I kind of go off, and, like, people, like, start they start getting, like, mad when I go, like, when I'm just really feeling myself, and I'm just trying to, like, I just speak positively, right? And it's just like, I love hearing that. I love hearing people speaking positive. I love hearing people win. Believe it or not, like, a lot of people and people I even know personally, like, they don't want other people to win, right? Like, people think when someone else is winning, you can't win. When it's like, I know I could win, Joe could win, you could win, we could all win together. It's like everybody has, and everybody has their own, what success is to themselves. Success is what you make it in your life, in your head. So, but man, I just love hearing people. I like seeing people win. I like hearing people win and stuff like that. I don't like people who look at others and judge them. I don't like people who look at others and they like think they're in competition. And that's something like I said for a long time. It's like, bro, nobody's your competition. You're your own competition. Like, bro, I don't know, man. I've dealt with a few people, and it's just like, you know what it is too? It's frustrating because it's like, bro, I'm not your enemy. I want everyone to win, and some people just shoot themselves in the foot.
No, yeah, definitely. That's how it goes even in the bodybuilding community. It's like when you go and step on stage, it's you just want to be better than the last time you stepped on stage. You don't really know who you're going to be competing against unless you're a pro and the list comes out. So really the only person you're competing against is your last time you stepped on stage. You look at yourself in the mirror, and that's the person you have to beat. And that's kind of just like in life. If you want to succeed anywhere in life, you have to beat the person you were the day before. You have to be better the next day if you want to take the next step. And like you said, you have to have those larger goals, but you have to break them down into smaller steps in order to have little victories. And those little victories are going to continue to motivate you and push you to keep going and then eventually you're going to reach that ultimate goal. But like you said, if you take these giant leaps to attain this ultimate goal quickly and, you know, just out of nowhere, you're going to burn yourself out. And a quarter of the way, halfway there, you're going to think, this is impossible. I can't do this. When in reality, you should have broken it down, taking it a little slower, taking those smaller steps, but taking those continuous steps opposed to taking these giant leaps, realizing I can do it, then going, okay, I can do it now, taking another giant leap, and just going through that cycle.
It's like, why? First of all, yeah, exactly. You said that so eloquently, first of all. But
thank you.
Why would you, when we watch a movie, do you want to get to the end of the movie already? Like, do you want to just know what the movie's about? No, we watch the movie. If you don't enjoy the hustle, if you don't enjoy the everyday fighting with China through PayPal, like, you know, figuring things out, and then when like everything goes wrong, but then you use the everything going wrong to be like, that idea, like the best things come out of things going wrong, in my opinion. Like a lot of this figure was like originally like this didn't go right, and it turned out it was the way it should have been. And it was like, yes, that's it. So I learned a lot of times to go with the flow of stuff, because I believe life is a flow, right? And I enjoy the hustle. Like a lot of people, it's like, you just want 1 million subscribers. It's like, and then what? Like, you know, if you ain't enjoying like the build and you're not enjoying the climb, it's like, what are you going to do? So you have 1 million now. Okay, what's next? You know, it's like, I don't know, man. It's just life. My whole thing is, I don't know when I'm going to die. And I just know I want to have as much fun until I'm dead. And I don't want to regret anything. Like when I'm on my deathbed, I don't want to be like, you know what? I should have put out a figure. I should have saved more. Who cares what? So my kids could fight over the money we leave them. And then they only care because they want you to die because you left the money. It's like, I'm trying to live while I'm alive. And a lot of people are just dying to die.
Yeah.
They cannot wait to die, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree, man. I see that every day, and it's like, yeah, I'm like you. I want to have as much fun. I want to do what I want in my life and do what I can to be the best person I could be in my life, so that way on my deathbed I can die happily.
Yeah. It's like, and my whole thing is like, I don't care about fame. You know, a lot of people are on YouTube, and I forget this because where I'm at now in life, it's like I'm on YouTube for different reasons than a lot of people I meet. And I forget that sometimes, because, you know, you're always in your own head, right? So you think like, oh yeah, everyone thinks the same way as me, when it's like, no, wrong. So, you know, a lot of people are looking for clout. A lot of people are looking for that validation and that affirmation of others. And yeah, I went through that when I was younger, but like now I realized like nobody cares. Nobody really cares about you. Just have as much fun as you can. And that's my whole thing on YouTube. It's like, I don't take it serious. People take things way too serious, and it's like you're just killing yourself. Like you're ruining your mood. You're like, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to have a lot of fun, and it's weird because it's working. Like I was posting on YouTube with I never knew one of my videos was going to go viral. I didn't know I was going to do this like full time, you know, like, so it's interesting. But I've learned when you just kind of put your hands up and just enjoy the ride, the life and you know, you obviously you control the stuff you can control, but you learn to not even think about this stuff you can't control, because you're a bodybuilder. So, you know, discipline, you can't be to where you are at a competitive stage without discipline. And that's one thing when I was younger growing up, like when all my friends were eating Burger King, I had grilled chicken and broccoli in a bag because I was taking bodybuilding very seriously at one point. And people, you know, might mock you and they can't understand you. But I learned that at a young age. Like, if you want things to go the way you want in life, you have to take control. And the faster you take control of your life, the better your life becomes instantly.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself, man. Exactly how you said it, you know, and it's going to be that discipline that drives you and pushes you every single day when you don't feel like, you know, taking that next step to accomplish that goal, when you don't feel like getting up, when you don't feel like pushing yourself a little harder than you did the previous day. You know, that discipline's going to get in your head and tell you to do it, to go for it. And that's what's going to ultimately get you to that end goal.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you know, like when you have a competition coming up, nobody gets you up out of bed. Nobody tells you, all right, do one more rep. That's you. Like, nobody told me today. The other day, I just said, I am figuring out the box. I just said, I'm figuring it out today. I'm doing it today. I tried all different. I spent I don't even want to tell people. I spent a ridiculous, like, I'm not making profit for a few drops. That's all I'm going to say is on different boxes that we're not even using. So it's like, you know, I'm sure I'll use them for something else in the future. But the whole thing is like, you know, I'm proud of this. You know, like when I look at this, I'm proud of this. You know, this is cool. But I always like talking to you, bro. You're a good dude. You're a good dude. Now I got a write up. I got a write up in a toy blog. You want to check it out?
Yeah, let's check it out, man.
Okay, cool. Let's check this out.
Let's see, what do they got to say about Goose?
This is fun. I love seeing other people like I'm not connected to talking about it. So this is a toy blog that I actually enjoy. It has a lot of other artists and stuff. Their action figures. Everybody go check out Toys Are Evil. They've been around for over a decade, man. And Goose Faba from Rocco the Great. So let's take a look. Hold on. I like it zoomed in. All right. So artist and YouTuber Rocco the Great shares with us the upcoming drop of his Goose Faba with this being the second colorway release of this 1/12 scale action figure. He missed a drop, but it's okay. It's okay. He did write about my first one, so that's probably where
you got a little confused.
Yeah, so look at this. I have the original figure, and then I have the Chase figure. Look, I even put Chase on here. How cool is that?
Oh, yeah.
I was pleased with myself when I did that. But dude, I love how these came out. Again, like I enjoy everything. I love putting it together. I love taking pictures of it. I love doing all this stuff, you know?
No, yeah, and like you said, man, you should be enjoying that journey, you know, and it's not all about the end, you know, it's about that journey.
Yeah, look, my eBay store, good. He put my eBay on here. Got the living it to 5. Features super articulated body butterfly joints. I take butterfly joints as a really big thing because how many figures don't have one? And it's like it really hinders the figure. I love
It does.
I love the articulation of Goose. 6 pairs of hands. Comes with a high quality double-sided print hoodie. Not doesn't come with a hoodie. Oops. This guy oops. A bat accessory, premium packaging, and each item is hand signed in a secret area. There, I like that one. They all come with extra goodies, and here it is. And then I love that picture. That picture came out perfect.
That looks good, man. That's a good promo pic right there.
Very cool, man. And what's this? Oh, these are ads. So yeah, go click on his ads on his website. But very cool, man. Yeah, I love. If you check out Toys Are Evil, there's a lot of cool stuff on here. And if you're I'm into this stuff. I know I'm on an action figure show. Like, you know, my page is pretty much action figures. But I love art toys and stuff because, you know, being an artist and liking action figures. That's why I think like Goose Faba is a nice mix of you know what I mean? Like it's a mix of an art toy, but also an action figure. And that's where I wanted to go with it. So the fact that I did what I was looking to do, I'm happy with that. Cool.
No, yeah, man. And like you said, you know, it's all for you, man, you know, and that's the great thing about you taking the reins of everything. Like you said, doing it yourself, you know, you're able to produce what you want. You're able to control the quality of everything, and you're able to do, you know, these special chase drops, these special add-ins and add-ons to these figures and stuff. So yeah, man, I mean, you're doing everything right. You're enjoying the journey. You're enjoying the end product as well. But it seems like even more so you get excited about the lead up to it than you do more about selling out of the product, because you're talking so much about a character that you've designed, you've had with you for over a decade, and you've now finally seen it to fruition to becoming a physical, tangible, articulated item.
Dude, it's unreal. Like, it's unreal that I have my figure next to the figures that, you know, inspired me. And it's like they look like they go together. Like my thing, and this might be, I know you're not supposed to talk about yourself, but I am so proud of what I produced that, like, I feel like there's the amount of quality between Gomez and my figure. Somebody tell me what's wrong, what's different. Somebody tell me, one is lesser than the other. It's I'm there, bro. It's there, so it's I did what I was set out to do. I can't believe it. It's a lot. Well, I can believe it. I'm so excited about it. I'm in love with it. And I even got, I don't know if you saw this, but I even got this.
Oh yeah, I saw that when you put it in your video. I saw it.
I got Goose Faba tatted on the skin. So it's like, when I wake up in my room, my bedroom, like my room that me and my wife sleep, I have 3 Goose Faba items. I have a 12-inch Goose Faba that's sitting on my nightstand. So just like the one I showed you here. I have one upstairs, sitting there right next to me. I look at it before I go to bed every night, and I wake up and I put my feet on my Goose Faba rug. And I think that's very important. Is you're supposed to you surround yourself with you got to visualize your stuff all over, right? Go to bed, I see Goose Faba, I wake up, every morning I put my feet, I have I know people get so creepy with religion. I have a cross on my wall. I look at Jesus. I say hello to him. I look at the Goose Faba on the floor, and I get ready to start my day. I start and end my day with Goose Faba every night. And I think that's very important to I surround myself with it. I'm in this for real. This is, cause I'm doing the YouTube channel, but what am I doing the YouTube channel to promote Hasbro, to promote Mattel? I might as well be promoting myself, putting something out. Hello, baby Jesus. Hello, Goose Faba. I knew it was going to come out wrong. I have the eloquence of a freaking elephant running through a glass house. But I don't know. I try to surround myself with positive things, and I think it's important. I'm sure when you were younger, did you used to look at Arnold and all the other guys that were really big in the magazines that you were like, bro, I got to get there.
Oh, yeah,
Jay Cutler. You remember Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman?
Oh, yeah.
Remember Ronnie Coleman? See, it's so weird.
All.
You make me remember I was really serious into working out, when I was younger, crazy. But I remember you would look at Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler, and you would be like, we're going to get there. You have to visualize it, right? You have to visualize yourself in that role. I'm sure when you look at yourself, you're like, all right, I got to work on this. I got to get here. I got to get there. You put it out there, you visualize it, and you make it happen.
No, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I've done, throughout my entire fitness career, looked up to, physiques that I wanted to look like and stuff. And yeah, now I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, okay, I need to work on this. I want to look like this. I see, where I want to be at the end of where I want to achieve, So yeah, definitely. It's all about visualization, discipline, and also speaking things into existence, man.
Yes.
You can apply all of those three things. You can apply those three things to anything in life, and that's where you'll find success.
And really, I think it's just your positive mental attitude is PMA. In the hardcore scene, we used to call it PMA. It's really important. Now, I know, first of all, hold on. I know you have to go somewhere. When is your appointment? Speaking of working out, my dude is self-employed, which I love that. I always respect other people who are doing, you're following your dreams, you're doing your thing. And what are you? I don't know what time your thing is. How much longer do you have? Do you have to go?
Their appointment's at 7, so if I can get off in the next 5 minutes or so, that works.
Yeah, because
I got put myself
to me
away
it's 9
and get
o'clock.
ready.
It's 9 o'clock here already.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go a little bit longer, but I want to give you your goodbye. So I'm gonna show your Instagram. Hold on a second. I want people to go check you out. And again, thank you for sharing Goose Faba today. I saw that. People don't know, but I see everything, and I really appreciate it. And I really when people share my things. I appreciate that. Not because it's likes and everything. It's I just want everyone to know about Goose Faba. So I want people, like, even if you can't buy Goose Faba, just share his picture, share the posts, let people know about him. I want him to be a character that people know about. But everybody right now, go follow my buddy right here, Buff Collector, CoolFigurez on Instagram, and he has a workout page too. I think you have it on here, right? Or no? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Jesse the Bat. I'm sorry, I can't say that last. Are you Italian?
No, I'm Mexican.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Madrigal. Because that sounds almost Italian, but I know Spanish and Italian. It's like Maria. Maria is like an Italian name, or it's a Spanish name. So it's like, I'm sure there's like, and I know, because I know Italian, so I know I understand a little bit of Spanish. It's it's pretty similar language, but that name, that looks Italian, man. I thought you were a paisan. I'm sorry, but
no, you're good.
It's okay, man. You're still I don't know. I don't know how to get out of this, but CoolFigurez, check it out, man. Dude, thank you for hopping on here. Everybody go sub to him. Let me put his link in the chat. And listen, when you want to do, if you get your live streams working, we could do a show on your page. I would still love to do them, because I would like to talk to your followers about Goose. So if you figure it out before Friday, after Friday, whatever, you let me know. Okay, buddy?
Sounds good, man. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. I'm really hoping I get that solved, because I do all my shows on Instagram. So
hey,
I'm really hoping.
Maybe this is your sign that maybe you should start doing it elsewhere. Maybe you got to start looking at TikTok, start looking at YouTube more. I know you post on YouTube, but maybe, I always try to think of like, why is the universe making me, like, why'd the universe not make your live stream work today? I don't know.
That's true, man. That's true. Maybe I need to start switching it over to YouTube.
I like whatever you want to do. I'm not telling you. I'm just saying maybe there's a reason. I try to always look at like the,
the positives.
Yeah. But
definitely,
all right,
man.
I'll let you go, man. Thank you so much for hanging out. Go enjoy your workout, or working out your friend or your buddy. I'm awkward, dude. I don't know. I don't know.
You're good, man. You're good, man. I appreciate you having me on the show, and basically hosting this week's Coffee and Toys Live, since my Instagram wasn't working, man. Thank you so much for coming on whenever I ask. You always come on whenever I ask, so I do appreciate that. And like I said, I always get the most views whenever you come on. So thank you to your fans as well for always coming on and checking out wherever you go on, apparently. So you have some great followers, some great fans. Obviously, you know that because they're buying your stuff. They're buying up your waves. They're, foaming at the mouth to get another Goose Faba. So
Goose Gang.
You have a great support and great following. And, I'm just happy and glad that you allow me to be part of your live streams too. So thank you so much, man. And I'm happy to have you on whenever you're ready to come on. And I fix my live streams.
All right. Well, good luck, man. Fix that Instagram, and we'll talk later, man. Thank you, buddy.
Sounds good, man. Take it easy. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find the full images over on Instagram at CoolFigurez. And I do also have a separate Instagram account for my more thought out, planned out, more edited pics called Epic Shots by CoolFigurez. Check it out. If you like what you see, leave me a follow there as well. And if you guys like unboxings, check me out over on TikTok at CoolFigurez. That's where I post all of my unboxings. And check me out every Sunday for Coffee and Toys, a weekly Toy News Toy Talk podcast where we will go over all the latest and great toy news, reveals, pre-orders, weekly toy haul, and so much more. And join me every Wednesday over on Instagram for Coffee and Toys Live, where I will speak to a new guest every week about toys, toy hunting, toy photography, and so much more. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really do appreciate it.